Do you want to read T Puff 58's comment?
T-Buff58 yesterday said, "It's just an okay Battlefield. I give it a 6 out of 10. Vehicles aren't fun. Maps suck. Weapons kill too fast for Battlefield. All everyone says is this is the most stable Battlefield launch ever. And if that's what you hang your hat on, the bar is insanely low, and they've accepted shit as the new standard." True. If they counter that with DICE slowly fixes their games, while true, remind them, end of sentence.
Yeah.
This isn't true DICE. It's a culmination of former Call of Duty developers making Battlefield now, and they're throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. Can I go through with a red pen and just go through every grammatical
You're gonna say that
mistake?
about every comment is gonna be like that, so get used to it.
Okay, because
There is no
like,
grammar on the internet.
not even just the spelling. Like you like obviously A-OK and A-OK Battlefield, like that's egregious, but like I'm talking about the fucking the period in the middle of the sentence.
Uh-oh, English major, read your comments.
The complete lack of commas in the second in the last sentence. Like I like this isn't true DICE. It's a culmination of former Call of Duty developers making Battlefield now, and they're throwing all the shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. That's how you should read that sentence.
It starts as kind of bullet points, so that's good because of they're
Yeah,
hitting.
yeah, no, it's like that's the thing is it switches from being typo issues to being not complete sentences to being a perfectly the all everyone says one is completely good, including the comma, like perfectly good, and then into a period in the middle of nowhere, like they bounce around with what their typing faults are. Sorry. Anyway, I get on a tangent because I see grammatical mistakes, but
You do.
I'll try to keep that to a minimum for now.
But yeah, I want to respond to what they're actually saying.
Okay, understandable.
6 out of 10 I think is a fair assessment of the game. I agree vehicles are not fun. Like they are at first when you get into them and then you're like, oh, they die really easily and are very easy to counter. And you can lock onto them with painting as they spawn. Like I was trying to fly a jet in Firestorm and I was getting painted before I got out of before I was off the runway pretty much.
Yeah.
And then also like just things don't make sense. Like on New Sobek City, I was flying a helicopter and I was in my spawn, and the enemy anti-air was in their spawn and they shot me down from their spawn with missiles. Like from their spawn. No map should have the range of anti-air can shoot you from their spawn. Anyone in their spawn where you can't have access to fighting them back should not be able to. Yeah, it shouldn't be able to do anything, let alone shoot down in a helicopter.
Yeah.
But that map is tiny. That's part of the problem. But I mean, most of the maps are. So vehicles aren't fun and maps suck. That covers those things. Absolutely correct.
Quick side note on vehicles aren't fun. This just dawned on me. The reason I feel like, at least in my experience, why vehicles were super fun and then they got less fun wasn't just like realizing that the health issue and then like how easy they are to counter. It was because everyone else realized the issue and like learned how to counter them. I feel like when we were playing early on, like the beta or when we I'm trying to think of words, or like when we were playing in like the first month or so.
Yeah.
People that didn't have it as down pat of how to just like abuse the fact of how low health things are. So they were treating it like like a helicopter with like a normal amount of health. So they weren't trying to go for these like insane RPG things. They didn't realize how fast the RPG moved or something like that.
Yeah, but I was screaming it from the mountaintops like, this is bad. This is a problem.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm saying I feel like that's why vehicles were fun at first because people hadn't caught on to the shit to explode.
Totally, yeah. No, I agree. I agree with that.
But anyway, please continue. I just
no, I think that's super valid and all true. Yeah, this whole thing with so DICE did like take on a lot of I think ex Call of Duty developers, and it's really showing. It feels a lot like it. I think it might have benefited in a few ways. Like I don't know, the gunplay feels pretty good. I think in terms of like how they look and sound and the reloading and stuff. Like it feels like there's a little bit of attention to detail that some of the older games just never really put into it. But at the same time, what is that worth when the maps are so small and the gameplay loop gets old really fast. But overall, it's just not healthy, and it's just not it was not good for the franchise. I do think that they succeeded in making the game like more accessible, and pulling in new players. I also think a lot of those new players don't understand what Battlefield is, and they don't like the parts of the game they don't understand, and the parts they like of the game are more Call of Duty like. And so I think a lot of people are just wrong about their opinions. Like that thing I sent you today, that guy complaining about the movement being balanced and being like, "Oh, it's just not going to be fun because we're all Fortnite Battle Royale, you know, Warzone slide canceling."
That fucking clip was insane.
Yeah, it's just like
he was like complaining about like the momentum like of the B hop and like not being able to fly around a corner. I'm like, you know, that's not like intended, right?
right, yeah. Not only is that like an exploit basically, but it's like
Yeah.
it gets old fast when you're watching
that's like a borderline like a glitch. Like,
right. No, it really is.
There's literally just patch notes that you're reading, and you're getting upset at like the bug fixes.
Yeah, no, it's like if you're watching an angle and a guy runs by and he's jump sliding and then spinning around and none of your bullets are registering him because the game doesn't know where he is, like that is not good for the game. I don't know why that has to be spelled out for some people, but like if that's what you like, that is fine. That's not what Battlefield is or should be.
Oh, wow.
I do think though that Battlefield has always had like some weird movement stuff. Like Battlefield 4 has some, you can do some dumb stuff with movement, but it's not as bad as this game. Still, I think
No, yeah.
overall.
To their credit, the one good thing in that, like one understandable part in that video was where they said they didn't like that you couldn't cancel mantling.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, fair. That's
As long as
like
it's
still
slow,
not that
yeah.
bad,
It's not like you're
yeah.
teleporting. But I was like, because that's what I had that thought too. But I was like, but wait, but if he is like, if he's canceling to like mess with people as he's like vaulting on an object and then like body glitching back down immediately, like, because that was kind of his attitude. So I don't know. I don't know if that's what it was or just
That honestly might have been what it was.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, I can think of times in games where I'm frustrated. I'm like, no, wait, I didn't want to mantle. Oh god, I'm locked into like a 2-second animation.
yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the bar is insanely low, and they've accepted shit as the new standard. Is unfortunately just the way that gaming is going.
I know, yeah, that was kind of my message. I feel like in the first commenting on comments was just like that.
Absolutely.
When I was reading some of those comments, I'm like, guys, it's just worse now. Like all games are worse. This is not an exception. It's a AAA studio.
Yeah.
All the senior developers that were passionate about the game and cared about the direction of the game left. Now they're making Arc Raiders. Now they're doing other things. Like this is
the real shit is in like indie studios now.
Yeah.
It's in people that still have like a passion for games and greed hasn't squeezed their soul like a sponge
Exactly.
to extract every bit of money they could.
I'm still really frustrated by the fact that destruction is not a thing in this game. It does not matter.
Yeah.
You knock out a wall. I think maybe someone mentions they're like, oh, there's destruction. Like, no, there isn't. Like, you didn't play Battlefield 4 if you're saying there's destruction, or Bad Company 2 or 3. Like, I mean 4 especially, but like the buildings would collapse. In this one, you can just like shave off the wall of a skyscraper and it'll still be standing. Like in 4, you can knock down a skyscraper. Like, you guys don't get it. When I say that destruction's not back, like, it's not back. They didn't have it. Okay, let's move on. We're still in the first comment.
I was gonna say, I hope you're ready for that to be this one because I don't. I'm in depth.
I don't care. It's fine. No, it's good. I have so much footage I won't run out. So.
Perfect. Good.
You want to read Easy Lee? I don't know which ones I should read or what.
I was just about to say, I think we should just alternate.
Okay. Easy Lee for UIFY says, the only reason the game doesn't need skill-based matchmaking is the fact that they have a mode for it. Casual modes is for your skill-based matchmaking. Everything else is a meat-grinding, glitching, exploiting mosh pit.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Because I don't understand what they're talking about with the ending bit because I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of like glitch stuff, but I've just been I
think he's talking about like the movement stuff, like the jump sliding and stuff.
This guy's got the secret key ingredient for how to play Battlefield enjoyably, and he's just not sure.
He's got the secret mode.
He's got the secret mode where there's a server browser and there's skill-based matchmaking, and he's
actually just playing Battlefield 4. He doesn't realize.
Skipping it like I skipped ahead a bit, and that's gonna come back in another comment later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
get that money one.
Yeah, move on to the next comment. Get that money one says, after 115 hours, I think most would be burnt out. hell of a run. I love Battlefield 6, but nowhere near 115 hours. I obviously he's referring to your playtime, so I'll give the mic to you in just a second here. But
Yeah.
I want to first say, 115 hours isn't like, I mean, like, it's a lot, especially with how new the game was when he was like, you know, recording that stuff, and I'm sure, like, you know, it's understandable, like, with it being a new game, but like 115 hours isn't crazy or anything. I know people with thousands of hours in multiplayer games. Like,
And I'm one of
it's
them.
yeah, oh yeah, that as well. I was gonna say like that's where you're getting to like crazy territory. 115 is like I've got like fucking 400 hours in Elden Ring,
Yeah.
which like it's a long game, but it's not 400 hours long.
I have 500 hours in Hunt Showdown.
Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus, yeah. I didn't know that. I'm learning that now. um. But yeah, no. So like that was just my one thing when because I saw this comment and I was like 115. Like,
That's not a lot. The bar is low. The bar is low.
yeah. Yeah,
If you think that a AAA game costs $70 and is worth 100 hours, you're coping hard.
yeah, wait, because that's like a fucking that's like a little better than $1 an hour.
Here is the fact, kids, okay? You pay $70 for a modern AAA game. This game has a 5-hour campaign that's mid as hell. It has multiplayer that gets old fast because the maps are not well designed and the gunplay is overshadowed by the terrible like spawns and just general like direction the game is moved. And the bar is so low that people are like, yeah, $70. Whee! And then it's like, oh, buy this $20 battle pass and play our battle royale. It's like, no, no, no. That's the kind of format you do when the game is free, okay? You don't charge 70 and then give people slop, okay? You make it free and then you make them play the slop, and that's the price they pay. And then they still spend money on the skins.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why paid games are having these battle pass things.
I don't know. No, the question is, why are idiots buying it?
I mean, I feel like there's two answers to that. One, because idiots will buy anything, and the second answer is some people just have a lot more disposable income.
Yeah,
or
okay.
just fiscally irresponsible.
Well, that's idiot, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, I guess it loops back. C option 1, yeah, exactly.
Either you're rich or you're dumb, and most of you are just dumb, let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking
It's
about
like,
people who buy $70, $60 games and then buy all the $20 battle passes inside of it.
Yeah.
That just are skins and don't even do anything.
You're either rich or dumb, and if you and if you're buying these things, and if you aren't sure which one, check your bank account. So.
Yeah, sums it up pretty well. Okay, Matthew Brown, 0. I guess that's an O. 08T dash 08T. Love the new map, Eastwood. Probably wondering my thoughts on the new map. Don't like it.
Damn.
Is it a good
I
COD
don't think I
map?
played the new map.
Is it a good COD map? I guess it's fine. I don't know. Is it a good Battlefield map? No. Would it? Think about this. If it wouldn't hold up in like a good Battlefield, it's not a good map. Like if Eastwood was in Battlefield 4, people would have been losing it. Like you guys don't know how good we had it. You don't know. Eastwood has no verticality. That's a huge red flag. It's like open flat golf courses. It's like Beverly Hills or something. It's like Los Angeles or something, like nice area of like flat green grass everywhere with buildings. People, so someone, this is what happened, I think. I don't know if this map was already planned on being made. I think it might have been, but someone made a custom map in the Battle Royale of the like golf course area and people liked it. And then they were like, oh, DICE stole the idea because they made Eastwood. But I don't even know if that one was like before they were making that map. Like I feel like it was announced before that even happened, so that might just be wrong.
Maybe.
But either way, like, yeah, not enough cover, way too many vehicles. I love Battlefield, but like, they go over the top with how many vehicles are in each map. It should be a lot less.
Yeah.
Which Battlefield was it that had, maybe it was I think 5. Battlefield 5 had tactical and strategic, which is not a great way to distinguish the two modes, because those sound like synonyms, because they are.
I was gonna say, what?
One of them is less vehicles. One of them is like what people are used to of just vehicles everywhere, and then one of them was less vehicles, so it was more infantry focused in Conquest. And that's what I would like to see these days. I think a lot of people would too. I think even like the COD fans would like that. So that you know, so that way they're not being killed by vehicles while they're trying to run around and do trick shots on people. But it's nice when every site doesn't have an enemy vehicle near it or on it, and you're just trying to play like medic or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion of Eastwood. Dale hasn't played it, and I don't like it.
I was gonna say I don't think I've even been on it. So.
I think it is a little bigger than some of the other maps, so that's good, I guess. But it's like, what is that worth when there's no verticality and stuff?
Grappler, I'm not gonna finish that because I know what this is saying. But Grappler 3280 is says more maps and better design would help. I think more maps, absolutely. I'm sure Jesse will very much say the same thing. Better design is just saying like I think if they made the game better, that would help. So I don't know. I mean, like yeah, I agree, but like okay. Cool. But no, more maps is a good point. And I get I get what you're trying to convey here, but it's just like I think better design would actually help make the game better is you've managed to say nothing with many words.
Yeah, so better design would help is true for everything in all of existence.
Yep,
So that
I would
doesn't
say
mean
better
anything.
design is always a good thing.
Yeah. I don't so a little bit of a cold take on that one, but that's what you get for reading a YouTube short comment, I guess.
Yeah.
More
True.
maps.
Why
Here's
are we reading the short comments? Oh my god.
well, they're just part of it's because they're
No,
they're
you're
clipped in this
100% right, but it just dawned on me we're reading YouTube short comments. Oh my
Not all of
God.
them.
Anyway. I know.
But the one we had
any-
no idea what he was talking about was the one that was from the video.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, fair.
I actually don't think more maps would help. I don't.
Really?
I think
Oh, okay.
like the newest maps I think are some of the worst maps in the game. It's actually making it worse.
That's fair.
I don't like Eastwood, and nobody likes Blackwell Oilfields because it's flat and empty. And they both are. They're both flat and empty. It's like they're getting worse at it. You want to know why? They're probably on this roadmap. They're forced to just pump out these maps. They're making them really quickly because it's already post-launch, and people were complaining about how small the other ones were. Not that Blackwell is even big. It's too small still. But more maps is not helping. It's actually like they need to improve the existing maps before they make new maps is really the truth. They need high ground, like they need elevation so that way air vehicles can have cover. They need spawns to not be able to shoot into other spawns, which is like a given. Probably not even into the map mostly like at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean, that like that one's not even necessarily a map issue as much as it's just like they should just like make it so you can't do damage in your spawn or some shit.
Maybe
That's
yeah.
just like they could just like designate in this
I don't know.
zone player damage equals 0 or something like that.
Right, but like there needs to be something where like if an enemy attack helicopter flies in your spawn, well, there's an anti-air turret. It just doesn't work that well. They need to kind of fix that one, I think, too. The automated one that's supposed to shoot down missiles.
Here's my counterpoint to more maps. Like why I think it actually would like could help.
Sure, yeah.
Like obviously, yeah, the oversaturation of bad ones is terrible, and then pumping them out is not good. Like because like rush maps are definitely not good. But I feel like more maps in the sense of eventually they have to get one right. Just like surely like by trial and error, by like just like the monkey typewriter thing. I genuinely like that's my reasoning for why more maps would help is because eventually one of them will be good.
Here's part of the problem, I think, is that I think they know what they're doing. I think there's a reason that the objectives are so small. I think there's a reason that they have no cover on them. And it's not just because they want people to get killed for like trying to cap a site. It's because they are used to making like King of the Hill maps or like domination in Call of Duty. I don't think they know how to make Battlefield maps. And I think the monkey with the typewriter doesn't work because the ones that have come out so far post-launch are some of the worst in the game. So it's like it would just filter in worse and worse. What?
That was just the first 2 monkeys, though.
I mean,
the first
true.
2 monkeys typed in
Well,
gibberish.
you know,
but
I
one
mean,
of
maybe
them's
we're gonna find out. I think there's a third map eventually, and there'll be more maps.
Yeah.
But you know, base battlefields usually have 8 or 9 maps, and it's like sure that isn't a whole lot, but then the DLCs bring in all the rest of the maps, and then there's like a billion by the end of it. But they're huge maps. That's the thing about older battlefields is that because the maps were bigger, every site was like its own little Call of Duty map. So one map was like 5 or 6 or 7 maps in Call of Duty, and you got to move between them. Like that was what was cool about the old, like it's you know.
That's what was Battlefield, yeah.
Right, yeah. It was a field of battle. It wasn't just
That's crazy.
a city block of battle.
A locale of battle.
Yeah.
Was it your turn or my turn?
I think it's my turn.
Okay, yep, cool.
Dominic Johnson 5774 says, yeah, I feel the same exact way. If I do play, it's just once in a while. The game design is at a weird crossroad right now, where if I feel they don't have anything special or unique to be something to sink many hours into like previous boyfriends, the lack of tactical play or skill gaping, skill gaping, makes it a washed out experience. Like, what am I doing? Killing, capturing, they need to build more on the gameplay for me to want to play more.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why grammar's important right there. If you heard him trying to read that comment, it's not his fault. That's because there's absolutely no punctuation.
Well,
in
I'll
this
put it on the
entire
screen, don't you worry.
Run-on sentence. This is. I'm in pain. I'm actually.
And he
pain
replied to
looking.
himself. And also,
Oh,
I
good.
do admit the skill-based matchmaking is just horrendous. I leave 7 matches to get 1 good teammates, while every other match has a SEAL Team 7 on them, enemy team hunting players that are actually trying to play. I don't know why it's so funny to me that he said 7.
Yeah, wait a minute. I'll be honest. I didn't even catch that. I was so caught up with the grammar that I didn't even catch the SEAL Team 7 thing. I was actually like that. Just read perfectly normally to me. The part that was I was too focused on like, oh my god, there's not a single fucking comma.
Dude, SEAL Team... God, they got SEAL Team
That's
8 on their
crazy.
team. What are you guys at? SEAL Team level 9?
Bro, what's your? You gotta upgrade your SEAL Team level. They can't make elite barbs.
Yeah, that's
until
what
you
you're
upgrade your
losing,
SEAL
is
Team.
because your teammates aren't SEAL Team 7 levels. I don't know, it's a pretty general statement. I think we can kind of just move on, but we read it.
Yeah, no, you did the service of reading it, and I think that's honestly you deserve a round of applause for that.
I
One.
do I get what he's saying about the, like, what am I doing, killing, capturing. Like, it does feel like, I don't know, older Battlefields didn't really have much more going on. I don't know, sometimes it was, like, so exciting that you could kind of build a narrative around what was happening around you, and now it does, it just,
Yeah,
it feels
yeah.
very Call of Duty meat grindery. This is what everyone's kind of agreeing on, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I agree. The like having those little moments like in Battlefield 1 where we're on that island at the back of FAO Schwartz or whatever. No,
Yeah,
wait,
Fortress.
FAO Schwartz. Sorry, FAO Schwartz is the is the shop in New York. FAO Fortress is the map.
Mhm.
But when we're on that back like the far enemy spawn objective, and you and I were like killing wave after wave of people that were coming, just the two of us. Like that's those like narrative moments of like, okay, we're trying to take the site, like we're pushing. It's like a 2-man squad.
Yeah, you get a lot of that
is
from
like
one.
Battlefield. That's the thing. That's Battlefield. I feel, at least to me.
Yeah.
I don't have nearly as much of the experience with 4 and all the other ones as you do, but like that's what Battlefield is for me as someone that only really played like mostly just 1.
Yeah.
And a little bit of 5 and some 6, but
Well, 1 carried on. It felt a little different, but it was still a Battlefield, and it obviously the theme itself makes it feel a lot different. But like
Yeah.
they elevated things in that game, like the music, and they added the behemoths and stuff. Like they really put a lot of
Yeah,
effort
yeah.
into that one, and it really showed.
Yeah.
The skill-based matchmaking, I also want to say, like, I'm not frustrated at like losing or not doing well. I can still win and do well. Like I don't have a problem with that in the skill-based matchmaking. I just am bored of the sweats, like the 100% chance of finding sweats because I'm good at it. Like it's just boring. It's fun to mess around with people who are all sorts of different levels in the older Battlefields. Like yes, you do get people who are really good, but you also get a healthy mix of people who don't know what they're doing, who are new to the game. Even now, you can still find people with like very low level accounts that pick it up on like EA sales or whatever. And it's just like, it just felt more natural because you're interacting with random people instead of the forced ones that the game is making you see. I just don't like that kind of intervention in a game. It doesn't feel natural, you know, and it's not as
Especially
fun.
when it's not even, it doesn't have the benefit, like the one upside to ranked stuff that actually makes it good, where it tells you your rank. Like that's the only like that's the reason people play ranked, is to climb that ranked ladder. But skill-based matchmaking without that just makes it feel like you don't know where you are, but you're just, so you don't have like a, not like climbing or achieving anything, but you're just doing, worse overall. So it just feels, it's just terrible. Like I don't understand why skill-based matchmaking without having like a clear implemented ranking system even exists, like in any game.
Yeah.
I generally think any game that has skill-based matchmaking, you should have like there should be like a bronze, a silver, that kind of thing. Because then it's like then at least you can be like, okay, well that game was hard as hell, but I'm in grandmaster lobbies or something. But you know, so obviously for like casual enjoyment, that's not the solution. But that's just a side note of just like why does that even exist?
Yeah.
Um,
I think
as
there's
for-
like some kind of goal that is met where it's like, okay, executives say our game needs these things. I don't know what they are, but this is what our game's gonna need. We're gonna need skill-based matchmaking. We're gonna need a battle pass, and we're gonna need a battle royale. That's what the kids like. That's where the money's gonna be. So this is what we
that's
need.
actually got to be what the board means.
That's what it
sounds
is.
like.
That's what it is.
It actually has to be. As someone that's been in some like high up like it's nothing to do with game making, but high up like company meetings, and I've like heard some of the way like these meetings go. A lot of it is just like people like talking and just saying like, okay, I don't know what this is, but we need that. It says it in the words. The people that actually make this thing or do this thing, you guys know what this means, right? And they kind of like nod to them, and then they all everyone that actually knows what the stuff is goes like, yep, we know what that means. Like that's got to be what it's like. Is like the actual people that make the game are sitting there hearing the words like battle pass and skill-based matchmaking, and kind of like going like ugh. But the execs that actually are making the decisions are probably like, I don't know what these words mean, but it makes us money. So.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that's the way everything has gone.
Yeah, but I mean that's genuinely like I hadn't thought of that before, like until you said that. Like I had not considered that. That's definitely like what is happening.
Yeah. Okay, we're out of the woods for the shorts comments. Now we're just on the main video again.
Excellent. Yeah, I didn't have anything else to say about that comment because I refused to read it a second time.
Okay, well, it's
like,
your unfortunately it's your turn.
No, I'm saying with my eyes, that one that you read aloud, I refused to read that one a second time, which is why I didn't respond to anything else from it. I was in so much pain listening to you read it the first time. I'm like, nope, I'm just not going to. That was atrocious. Dominic Johnson, you get an F minus. Anyways,
English major
moving
grades
on.
your work.
Hey, I don't know what you expected having me on here. I know I'm the one that said I wanted to be in the next one. Anyway, at Daniel98H1Y says there is the game called Delta Force. I never played it. I don't even know I don't even know this game exists before until I saw a YouTuber called Silk and other YouTube gameplay video. When I watched some gameplay, there's a map in desert or pyramid, something like that. Then I said in my mind, this is what Battlefield 6 should look like. This is what Boyfriend 6 should be. This is what Siege of Cairo map should be. Not only that, then I check it out on Steam. More surprisingly, it's fucking free to play games. Damn.
Okay, my first thought is that this person's first language isn't English. So maybe that's a thing, but maybe not.
I don't know. I feel like this is actually. I was gonna say overall the grammar is mostly better. Like obviously there's spelling issues and whatnot.
Yeah.
I feel like they just typed fast. That's how I read this. It's just somebody that typed really quickly and didn't care to correct their typo. Because the grammar is actually really good. Like the punctuation is good. The sentence structure, except for when I watch some gameplay. Period. There's a map in desert or pyramid.
Yeah, when they say there's a
like
map
that,
in desert or pyramid, I'm thinking that English is not their first language.
Fair, that's fair. But when I read something like, there's, well, actually, okay, actually, I see what you mean now. Now that I'm looking at it more.
The grammar's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not judging the grammar as much as you, though.
Yeah, that's the thing that's why I was like the grammar's immaculate. So that's why I feel like I immediately thought like I didn't even think that that might not be their first language. I don't fault someone if English is not their first language, then typos, grammar mistakes. That's all understandable. I'm criticizing all of these as if you are a person that was born speaking English because the comments in English. And if that's not the case, then you get a pass. You automatically get at least a B. But if your starting language is English, yeah, I'm going to judge you harshly.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Delta Force. Delta Force is a free game full of Chinese malware, I believe.
Really? I was gonna say, didn't you suggest that game to me one time? We never ended up playing it.
Maybe.
I was gonna say, I think I have it in my my Steam. Yeah, Delta Force. It's right here in my Steam. 116 gigabytes. What the fuck? Sorry.
I never played it. This is the main reason I didn't play it. It's not because it was Chinese spyware. I already have played Valorant. It's because it is a copy of a Battlefield. Clearly, it is clearly like a lower quality copy of a Battlefield. But guess which Battlefield they chose to copy?
Not 4, right?
2042.
Oh my fucking god.
So I don't want to play more of 2042. I don't want to be reminded of 2042.
Yeah, discount 2042 is
Yeah, it is literally discount
that's
2042.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You look at it for 2 seconds and you go, oh, is this 2042? You look at the visuals, the UI, the color, it's all the same. It's so weird.
Really? That's weird because I feel like I've heard no global official launch April 19th. Okay, so I'm thinking of a different game that I thought that I heard about a long time ago. Like, well, before 2042 was even announced. So that's why I was like that's surprising to me. But no, I think I'm thinking of something else.
Okay. Silk.
But-
Yeah, I referenced Silk in the like the original video of Battlefield 6
Yeah.
just disappointed me in every way.
The one
Silk,
that this comment is
Yeah.
is on.
Silk is like an Australian YouTuber who mostly plays in jets,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I posted like the link to his video of him talking about why air vehicles suck so bad and why Dice is doing a terrible job, because I thought like I'm not gonna be able to say it better than him,
Yeah.
and I want to cover everything. I don't want to just cover the air combat.
Yeah.
But I don't even doubt that the maps are probably pretty decent in that game. I don't think map design is actually that hard. I'm just gonna say it. Boo,
Yeah. No, I'm
boo,
totally
boo.
with you there.
I don't think it's actually that hard to make a map. I actually do not, and I would love the challenge of making some Battlefield maps. I would really enjoy that, and it would be better than everything they put in the game. And I said that in the comments of last video of the last reading comments. Someone's like, I can make better maps in like Sketchbook Pro. I'm like, I think you can. I don't think it's hard. I think they're just bad at it.
Okay, I was gonna say was no, this is you're talking like reading that comment from a random person on the internet saying that they could make better like maps in their sketchpad, and you don't know anything about them. You don't know if they're artistically inclined. You don't know you don't know how old they are, and I still think that gamble would be actually better than having the current current devs make a map.
I do. I really do.
Yeah, it's like it could be a 10-year-old, and I'd be like, yeah, you'd probably make a better map.
I think they could.
No, I'm with you. That's just what came to mind. Is like I'm imagining some like 10-year-old lady would come in with like a Blue's Clues notebook. And did you ever have one of those, by the way? Side tangent. I'm sorry.
No.
Did you ever
Maybe.
have one
Maybe.
of those Blue's Clues notepads? Because I did.
I'm googling. I feel maybe.
It was like a hardcover like flip notepad. It was super cool. I used to write down stuff in crayon all the time.
You know, this is vaguely familiar, but I can't remember. I feel like maybe, yeah.
So that just came to me. But I'm imagining someone like drawing up their own map on that, and I still think it would look better. I think it would look better.
Hey,
I think it would work better than the Battlefield 6 maps.
I would not judge someone for owning this. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, no.
I would have one now.
True. I should find it. I mean, there's no my family never throws anything out, so there's a good chance it's somewhere, but the odds of me finding it are next to 0.
Can you imagine someone like talking about doing something, and you not only whip out the notepad, but a giant crayon too to write things out? They're like, let me schedule that in. Let me just pencil that in. Just whip out the notepad and the Comic Lord's crayon.
That is the best bit that I've heard in a while. Holy shit, we gotta do that.
Okay, I'm gonna read this next comment, but the thing is, he posted 3 comments, so I'm just gonna reply to all of them. Because it's all the same guy. JBoySX. All they had to do was just make Battlefield 4 again, to be honest. Yes, I mean, pretty much. Because, okay, really, every Battlefield does improve. Like, the graphics get better, and obviously technology is advancing, so, like, they in theory should perform better. They make newer Frostbite engines. Like, they all do something. But there was a big focus of improving things that players liked back in the day. So they're like, okay, players like destruction. Let's bring that back. How can we improve on that? Right? Battlefield 1 went in a different direction. They were like, okay, let's add behemoths. Because we've seen everything you can do with destruction. So now let's try something new that will blow people away. And it worked. It was awesome. And then after that, Battlefield 5 was incomplete, and they put it out. And then after that,
they dropped the ball and then they kept dropping it.
Well, I guess Hardline was okay. I kind of liked Hardline, but I didn't love Hardline. Like, I played an okay amount of it. Probably like
Hardline was well before 5, right?
It was it was. It went 4, Hardline 1, 5.
Yeah, yeah. I was just confused because you went
Yeah. Well, that's the
4,
thing. What I was
5.
thinking about it was that 4 had like total destruction to the point where you could destroy, like there was the set pieces that you could actually destroy to change the flow of the map. And
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
Hardline came out, and I can't really name what it did other than aesthetically we tried something new with the cops and robbers idea of teams. And then Battlefield 1 was like, okay, destruction's been done, let's do a new thing. But yeah, Hardline's in a weird kind of middle place. It was because a different studio worked on it, Visceral Studios. I don't even know the deal, but they worked on it, so it felt a little different. Okay, so I don't know if that covers that, but I think it does. But basically, what I'm saying is, pretty much, yeah, make Battlefield 4 again, fix some of the issues, all the issues preferably. But then, you know, ideally keep the quality of the map design and the dedication to aesthetics, where they have you have US, Russia, and China, and your characters speak the language that they're native to, and you can tell them apart really easily. You can identify all the classes really easily. I miss that. So yeah, keeping the quality of 4 while fixing some of the issues with it, and then having a little bit of better graphics would be all I would want. Really.
Yeah, as a wise man once said, better design would help, I think.
That's true. And then he said, Battlefield doesn't need skins, which I agree with. It shouldn't even have them, which I agree with. No matter how grounded they are, I feel like it messes with the cohesion of the military team you're playing as, since they will always make ones that stand out and look more flashy than the rest. I mean, totally. Totally.
Yeah. Facts. Bars.
This is crazy. I don't think I've said this in one of the videos yet, but this is totally true. The coolest looking skin in the game, still, is the Battlefield 4 engineer skin. It just is. It is.
Yeah.
It's the
Sounds
coolest
about
one.
right.
The one from the games where you didn't even have customization for your characters has the coolest one because they just did a good job with all the base characters. They didn't add junk. They had camos, but they had like only like military camos, except I wore like a red and gray one, but I mean it's minor. And it wasn't goofy looking. It was still actually like camouflage color, like styled. It wasn't like all modern Valorant style Call of Duty skin or something.
Yeah, like a fucking dragon comes down every time you reload.
The teams in Battlefield 4 looked good because nobody clashes with each other. US looked like Marines, they had a distinct look. Same with the Chinese and Russian soldiers. Same with Battlefield 1. It felt immersive visually, to not have all these random soldiers clashing. Having operators that stand out maybe fits better for COD? Question mark? I know this is unrealistic to wish for, though, in our modern games industry. Totally true. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't turn my HUD off because I can't tell the teams apart. Maybe I could day one, but it's already at the point where no, you can't. Battlefield 1 was like a masterclass in it because every different country wore different colors. So it was so easy to tell them apart. When I was playing, and I'd be on like a French map, and I was French, I knew my teammates were all wearing blues, and I knew all the Germans were wearing gray. Like, it was just so easy. It made so much sense. It worked so well. And that's just like, it's gone. This game could have really, I don't know, it's just, you can take a lot of notes from Battlefield 1. Like, the melee was a master class in Battlefield 1. That's gone, and like the way that you do all the animations and stuff, like they really put effort into it, you know?
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Different
being able to identify different factions. And the thing is, like, what I like about Battlefield 4 of having like US, Russia, China is that they're so distinguishable aesthetically, and then you have Pax Armada in the new game, and they're just like, well, they're this PMC that's anti-NATO, but they're kind of just anti-NATO to just be anti-NATO, and people are just like, random countries are just joining for like a reason, I think, maybe. Like, there's no, like, nowhere to go with that. It's just so random to me.
Yeah. God, if only there was, like, any type of real scale modern conflict going on with NATO and opposing forces that they could base it on.
Yeah, if only. Yeah. It's not like the US, Russia, China thing was a good idea. Or it didn't work in every other battlefield.
Yeah. Crazy.
And the maps were awesome because you went to all these weird places. Now, 90% of the maps in this game take place in Tajikistan. Like, cool.
Well, yeah.
Awesome.
It's like, okay,
yeah,
like,
there's an Aztec temple map in Battlefield 4 for no reason. And it was a community map, but it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It was in like just like a deep jungle.
That's so neat.
Yeah, if only, right?
Yeah. You've still got one more for me.
Yeah. Okay. Something missing is that the sandbox feeling of Battlefield. I used to love sniper camping on skyscrapers or running up to the antenna wires on rogue transmission. It felt unrestricted. Now every map feels like COD Ground War, and you're supposed to be in the meat grinder. All of the elevators are replaced with COD ziplines. totally. I mean, I said that in the video too. I was like, the sandbox that I just like messing around with is gone. Like, that's what it feels like. And then they push all this stuff on you, right? They're like, oh, but we've got our Fortnite sandbox portal mode where you can do like custom games. It's like, no, I just want to play like Conquest and just put time into it because it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like you said, it's like the variety of things you get to. You run around on the skyscrapers and the antenna wires and the rogue transmission. You get the verticality, the freedom. You can parachute off of it. You can throw like C4 down at stuff. You can blow up the wires in the rogue transmission and drop and destroy the satellite. Like, you get to do so much. And then, yeah, the COD zip lines, no defending that. Like, okay, elevators... Here's my argument against elevators was simply that they need extra alternative ways to get onto the rooftops, even if that means 30 floors of stairs. Like, I'm not saying that take the elevators out. I'm saying there needs to be a better way to get up because people are just going to see for you the second the doors open or guard it. And then other than that, you have to use a helicopter. This game actually suffers from that too, though, where it's like one zip line up to a roof, and if you don't make it up there, you have to helicopter onto it or jump out of a helicopter. And so I just think that buildings need more access, and I think it would help maps flow a lot better if the verticality had way more ways to get up and down. Like Manhattan Bridge has that, where you, in that kind of middle section of buildings, there's zip lines, but there's also just stair access. It's like 3 floors. It's not crazy high, but it's like, it's good, and it's one of the only decent maps in the game, I would say.
Yeah. No, removing elevators is honestly a unforgivable crime, I think.
Yeah,
that's my way in.
Dale likes 3 things in games, and elevators are one of the 3 things.
It is one of them. It's not that I like 3 things in games. It's that I have 3 things that have to be in a game for it to be the perfect game.
Yeah, and elevators is gone.
Elevators is one of the criteria. Fishing minigame, second criteria. I don't remember the third one because I always forget it. And then
third thing is so valid. You ask me. Just say third thing.
Yeah. Third thing is probably the most important reason.
You know that meme of the guy holding up a vial and he's like, "Finally, this thing."
Yeah,
dude, that's you. No, that's you. I feel like we've like, "Oh, Dale, look, we found your third thing," and then we forget every time.
It's not that I was. The thing is, when I first started saying this, I wasn't looking for a third thing. There were 3 things. It wasn't like I was looking for a third one. That's the annoying part. It started with there being a third thing, and I just keep forgetting it. And now I'm thinking of adding a 4th thing because I was thinking loot rarity is now one of my favorite things in games. So that adding that criteria, but I can't remember the 3rd thing. So it feels weird having 1, 2, and 4. Yeah,
okay, you want to read Mustang Dan?
I actually would like to read the next 2 comments if I may be so bold.
Yeah, I mean they're short, so might as well.
Yeah, that's not why, but yeah. Anyway, Mustang Dan says, at 3:30, so he's referring to the timestamp. Go play Casual Breakthrough. It's exactly what you say you want. I have no words to respond to this, Jesse.
I played Breakthrough earlier. It's not what I want. I played earlier today. I'm not saying earlier of all the time in Battlefield. I played a decent amount of Breakthrough. Breakthrough is a meat grinder. It's like mini operations. It's just you get the 2 points on defense and then offense right there, and you just clash, and then offense gets a bunch of tanks because defense is too strong. I will play it occasionally. Sometimes I have fun. I think the map design is so bad in this game that Breakthrough is just not a great game mode. I do it sometimes, especially if I need to level up a gun or something, and I don't want to deal with too many vehicles or a large scale map in Conquest. But have you noticed that in Breakthrough all of the maps are scaled down to only have 3 sites to fall back to? Like, they feel tiny and they don't last that long. It always blew me away in some of the older Battlefields like 3 and 4 that they could have Rush and Conquest in the same map when they felt like they were designed for just one, but they worked so well for both. Like, it just didn't compute to me. And now, I'm sitting here there's a reason it didn't compute to me. It's because they make it look as hard as they do, because map design is just not as good as it used to be. Google an old map and just see what they look like in the mini map. You see there's a cool natural environment. You'll see 2 aircraft carriers for both teams to get to the map, which is a thing I always loved in Battlefield. I love starting on aircraft carriers. It's so cool. What a way to start a game of launching on a boat or a jet or a helicopter off of an aircraft carrier. The vibes are immaculate, I'm telling you.
That is pretty
That's
good.
gone, obviously. But although of course I like the idea of fighting people who are not all skill-based matchmaking, I just don't want to fight bots in a Battlefield game. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, just Breakthrough is not really my thing. So. I mean, if you want to, let's log you into my account and see how much fun you have on my account playing Battlefield.
Let's see how much. Okay, let's actually. First of all, let's do that as a video. That would be hilarious. Second of all, we should do the reverse and see how quickly you steamroll mine. Because I suck at this game. See, I can't kill people in. Well, actually, I guess I don't think I've ever solo queued now that I think about it. So I'm in our. I've only ever played in our in between lobbies.
Yeah.
But like I can't do shit in our in.
And it's not your fault. It's a product of skill-based matchmaking because you're playing with me. It just ruins everything.
Yeah, exactly. On that that perfectly set up segue, Oonga Boonga 234 says, "No skill-based matchmaking is a good thing. I'm sorry, but it is." And I want to several things here. The first thing I want to say is this is why punctuation is important, because I genuinely do not know if this person is saying no skill-based matchmaking is a good thing or no skill-based matchmaking is a good thing. I genuinely do not know which one they're trying to advocate for. The "I'm sorry but it is" leans me one way, the likes leans me another way, the fact that their name is Oonga Boonga leans me another way. So like I genuinely, like, which do you think they're advocating for? I genuinely can't tell.
Are they just trying to farm likes? So that way everyone agrees with them and they just see it the way they want to?
Okay, that if they're doing that, then respect for like, you outsmarted me as well, so respect. But like anything, any other alternative, what the fuck?
Okay, skill-based matchmaking is not a good thing, but it sounds like you're agreeing with me. But every time I read it the other way.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can't.
I know.
This is why This is literally why punctuation.
There's no comma on the after no, so I think he's saying it's a bad thing.
That's.
But I don't. But then the way he says I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's the thing, folks. Okay, if you're gonna have skill-based matchmaking game, you need to have a second space in the game that is non-skill-based matchmaking, especially if it's a game that was designed to be casual and large scale.
And also, you need to have that skill-based matchmaking mode have ranks that are tangible and visible to the player, because otherwise, what's the point?
Right. Yeah. People deserve to be put in their place and know they're in the bronze league when they're talking mad shit.
I comfortably place bronze in most shooters.
Yeah, but you deserve to know that you're being put in lobbies with people at my level who are probably not in bronze.
We are probably playing at fucking like diamond or something when we're together, because my bronze 3 is bringing down your like grandmaster 7. So like that's the thing, is like, yeah, it would feel a lot better. I think that's part of the thing of why I feel so atrocious at Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
Is because of that exact thing. Is like, I would feel better at least knowing, like, you know, seeing some visual indication that the lobbies are just a lot harder.
Yeah.
But
And
again,
I wish we
if
played
they
4
just
together. I
went
wish we got to play 4 together.
Yeah.
We still
I'll probably
can.
get 4 at some point. I was gonna say I'll probably just get 4 at some point.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get some life out of this game, so I'm not ready to like play a bunch of.
No, I know.
But I'm almost ready to go back to 3 and 4.
No, yeah. When you hit that time, like, don't, like, no rush.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, get it when it's on
don't
sale or
rush.
something. And you're
Well,
gonna need the premium version too, because there's no servers left that don't have the like extra maps on them at this point.
Yeah. I'll probably just get it during Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
But like the attack helicopters, the gunner gets 30 shots instead of 12, and it's better.
Really?
I think they nerfed it recently.
Battlefield 6 one was better.
It seemed really good. I feel like they nerfed it recently. I could be wrong.
But also, the helicopter lives a lot longer. Because
In
that'll
4.
be huge.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it'll be worth.
No, but you get when you level it up enough, you get TV guided missiles, which means like you have a camera on the missile, so you can control it as you're flying it as the gunner. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is sick. Yeah, no, we'll play 4. We'll 100% play 4. I was thinking that the other day. I'm just like, damn, 6 sucks so bad. We should play 4.
Yeah. Also, like A10 Warthogs are not in this game.
Yeah.
A little bit of a bummer. Like you, in A10 Warthog, you do one pass at an enemy vehicle and it's destroyed. It's so satisfying. It's so fun.
I just want to hear the sound of an A10. Anyways, in conclusion, please, like, the second set, I mean, obviously it's a short sentence, but I'm sorry, but it is. You've got the comma, you've got the period. You've got the period on the first sentence. Either you are missing the comma on the first one, which is what I think the case is, but I'm still not sure. Or if there isn't supposed to be a comma there, then the way this reads is so confusing. It's just, yeah.
Well, because there's no comma, we're gonna have to say they don't like it.
Yeah, Well, no, because
That's a bad thing.
No skill-based matchmaking is a good thing means that skill-based matchmaking is a bad thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we're just gonna assume that that's what you meant, and if that's not what you meant, cry about it. Anyways, you can read the next one.
Okay, the sad gamer 1184. I personally like Battlefield 6, and I only sadly got into Battlefield in 5 like a year ago before the Pacific Theater stuff. Okay, so wait. Okay, wait. Let me translate here. I got into Battlefield 5 in like a year before Pacific Theater stuff. Okay, I did not like 2042.
How do you even accidentally put a word before another? Like, how does that happen?
I don't know. It just does. I did not like 2042, and I think that Battlefield 6 is a slow healing step, hopefully, for better games in the future. I think one of the things people don't talk about with why isn't Battlefield the game it used to be is that from experience with 5 and onward, playing the old games before 6 and extensive viewing of the miserable echo chamber Reddit, the community kind of made this game. People didn't like the cosmetic put whatever you want in mismatch system into 5, so they lessened it, and now everyone wants it back. People didn't like the enormous maps from 2042 and thought they were too empty, so they made them smaller and more jam-packed with cover and stuff. And I've seen quite a few people say shit like, we were spoiled with 2042's big maps and we didn't know it. Yeah, okay, before I move on,
Yeah, what?
I'm gonna say no. I've seen stuff like that too, and I look at the Reddit too. People are like, "Wow, we had it good in 2042." Like, what? What? Huh? What are you saying? What are you talking about? It doesn't get worse than that. This is better than that, but it's not great, but it's better than that because it doesn't get worse than that. Like, that is what it looks like. You can't make a worse Battlefield than that. You actually cannot.
I think Sonic 06 is a better Battlefield than Battlefield 2042.
Fair.
Yeah, that's my take.
So, no, like, I actually totally agree. Like, there's a weird vibe in the community, and it's not healthy for Battlefield on the Reddit. It is a miserable echo chamber, but, like, it is, like, I'm going to say it again. You paid $70 for this game. If you want the maps to be better, that is fair. That is fair. You deserve the right to say, hey, maybe I paid $70 for nothing because this is not the quality of the game that this game was 12 years ago or whatever it was. For Battlefield 3 and 4, longer. For 3, I think. So it's fair to be like, I paid $70 for this and it's worse than games that came out a decade ago. Like, that is very appropriate.
Yeah.
As an opinion for this game, I think.
Definitely. While we're paused, I wanted to say so they made them smaller and more jam-packed with cover and stuff. I don't know about that.
Yeah, people are saying like they have. Someone said, oh, there is cover or something in the last one.
Where?
Yeah,
Where?
there's every map. Every map, if you think about like the city maps are very, blocky, right? But like having a building between you and the next street doesn't give you cover. Like, I mean, like it does from like if you're in some of the windows or something, but like there's a lot of open space out there, and most of the maps have no cover. Like, I would say Sobek City doesn't have any cover. I would say that Mirek Valley doesn't have any cover. What those maps have are a few skyscrapers that can shoot down at everyone because they don't have cover. Their only cover is other buildings that also don't have more cover around them. Like, you don't have to like be a rocket scientist to see why other maps and other games and older Battlefields work. Like, you don't
But
like.
You have to not be a Battlefield 6 dev, though.
Battlefield 2042, they said, okay, we have no cover. They put like 3 crates in a map. They go, okay, boom, we did it. This game seemed to have gone, okay, we'll make smaller maps and we'll throw some cars their way on the street, and that'll be covered.
Cars with windows that you can shoot through.
And have like and are not square enough to be like full cover anyways.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why people are saying that this game has cover. It doesn't. You have very little cover in this game, and most of it can be destroyed anyways. Like, that's what's so frustrating too. Think about like Manhattan Bridge again, is that middle site has no cover. It's literally an empty T. It's like a cross, right? And it has the one little stone kind of monument in the middle. But the cool parts of that site are like the stairs that go up, because it's like a little beer garden or something. But then, yep, they break. Exactly. Same exact problem on B site of Siege of Cairo. It's the empty square, and there is like a wooden scaffolding structure that can be broken, and it's the only piece of cover that's kind of usable on that site. Okay, let's keep going. People also complained about how the aftermath of Levolution made maps bad, and I've seen people mass leave matches because the tower in Shanghai fell down, so they stopped bothering with it, and now everybody's pissed that Levolution isn't back, knowing damn well that they'd have the same complaints if it was in Battlefield 6 now. Then the endless complaining about how the BS the Little Bird was. It's now a portal-only vehicle. I hope that Battlefield 6 gets better and more feedback, and it gets. But when I see people, especially the boyfriend Reddit, say, "We want X back," I think to myself, looking into the past, do they really? I mean, that's fair to say that about, like, do they really want that? I also, I don't like the idea of people being like, well, we used to have this, and then, like, forcing some of the things in there. Levolution, though, was awesome. I get that that was kind of the staple of 4, though, so I don't need it in 6. I don't need it. I want dynamic destruction that affects the environment. Not saying I need a skyscraper to fall down. I'm just saying that you can't knock a building down anymore. You can merely shatter the walls in part by part.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
and at the very least, you'd at least like that skyscraper to be there.
Right.
It
But
doesn't have to come down, but it'd be nice if there was some verticality to the map.
I like Siege of Shanghai when the tower's up before it gets knocked down, but it doesn't ruin the map for me. I think that that's kind of the gamble of there's an intentional reason that they did it that way, which was because the objective is on the roof, it can be hard to capture. So if one team has it and they can't get a helicopter over it and people aren't making up the elevators, you need to have the option to knock that building down if you're going to have the site up there. It's a cool spot for sure, but it's designed very intentionally. I haven't heard people complaining about that map. I do get that it's more fun with the tower up, but it also has a very important reason of why it gets knocked down.
What's the Little Bird thing about?
So Little Bird is the helicopter in Battlefield 4. It was probably in some of the other ones. I think I can only think of it in 4, but it is 4-seater, but it's very small, and only the pilot can gun. Everyone else just like sits there with their gun out. Maybe not the co-pilot; they might just be stuck in the glass. But it fires miniguns, and people didn't like it because it's very good at anti-infantry, but it's not so strong against anything else, really. I mean, I guess it could take down like another helicopter, but it still would be at a disadvantage for that. I was very good at that. It's very maneuverable and light and weak, so I didn't know people thought it was BS, but I liked it a lot. I like fighting a lot, so there's that. But I don't really think we need it back. I like the attack helicopter. I think that it needs to be buffed. I think the sport helicopter as well needs to be buffed in terms of health, or just like rework RPGs and stuff.
Yeah.
Air vehicles are so
What
weak
the
right now.
Portal-only vehicle.
That means it's in the like custom sandbox game modes that people make, the Fortnite game modes. Okay, you want to read the next comment and then its reply?
Yeah. Ezop 5600 says assault might as well not exist, and in response, Mustang Dan, a guest star from earlier, says I like assault for Eastwood because I'll bring a sniper rifle and some carbine.
Have you played any Assault? Have you played Assault class at all?
That was the one that was the most painful for me trying to get my whatever the quest you had to do for getting like a certain number of kills with SMGs as Assault. That was agonizing because I don't like SMGs.
Well, that doesn't
and
sound right
also-
because Assault doesn't get SMGs; it gets assault rifles.
Oh, okay.
This
maybe it
Engineer
was
gets
assault rifle.
SMGs.
Okay, then maybe it was assault rifle. I don't know. I remember assault because they get the stim, right?
Yeah.
I remember. The thing I was holding felt like an SMG. I don't know.
Well, that's because the damage drop off is really intense on assault rifles in this game.
Oh yeah, well that's probably what it was then.
They have no
But
range.
yeah, no assault. I didn't like it. It felt bad. But that's also like I played a lot of whatever the assault equivalent was in 1, but obviously that was also the vehicle destroying one in 1. So
I don't like Assault. I think we shouldn't kid ourselves. This is the Call of Duty loadout. It's for people that don't know how to team play. It's for people that don't know what they're doing and they want 2 primaries. Like, that's what this
Yeah.
feels like. It's like, hey, we're going to have more casual players that don't know what's going on. Let's give them a class that they don't have to, like, think or contribute. They capture sites faster. They get 2 primaries. Like, that's what it is. It's the Call of Duty class that is more accessible to new players. I don't like it. I don't like having 2 primaries because you only get like 3 mags total, and I live longer than that very often. So yeah, so 3 mags for each gun is really not much. And once again, I don't like Eastwood. I don't know why people seem to really like it. I don't know if this is like coping or people actually genuinely enjoy it, where they're like, oh, okay, maps are getting better. I mean, it's better than Oil Fields, but Oil Fields is like probably worse than a 2042 map. It's that bad.
I've gotta try Eastwood at some point, so that way you can get the normie.
The live Dale reaction. Hey, I'm not gonna judge anyone who likes that map. I'm just saying.
I know you.
I'm used to a higher standard of maps, but I'm also at the point in this game where it's like I'll take what I can get if I can get it at all. But you can just when you queue maps, you can just take them out. So I have 3 maps out of my rotation. I have Oil Fields is out, Eastwood is out, and not Manhattan Bridge, the other one, the other Brooklyn maybe or something. I don't know. The small New York map that isn't the one with the vehicles.
Yeah.
I took that one out because it's too small.
Yeah, no, I'm usually an enjoyer of objectively lower standard things, so I
Loves Transformers movies.
I love the Transformers movies, dude. They're so cool. The sounds they make when they transform. Anyway.
I like the Bumblebee movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Michael Bay did not direct it though.
Which is why I haven't seen it yet.
It's set in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
Probably didn't have nearly enough explosions.
I watched it at an airport on my phone. Okay, anyways. NS519. I'm only upset that it's taken this long for the sentiment to appear. Everyone was so high on the hype that they didn't actually see the neglect written on the wall. I was disappointed in every way since the beta, and I hope that the full content on release would alleviate that. It didn't. Now, only after they've ridden the hype train by millions of dollars do we actually get criticism. Yeah, so
yeah,
I would say, okay, I was skeptical from the start when people were like, Battlefield is so back from the first trailer. I'm like, they probably said that about 2042. Like, that is such a consumerist mindset of just like blind hype that I just am not.
That the day it was announced, he was very skeptical.
I think I was mad already. I think
you were.
New Battlefield got announced. I'm like, will it be good? And you know, when I got the game, I didn't pre-order it, but I did get it on like day one, and I was on.
You got it at like midnight the day one.
I was on the Reddit, and people are saying, "Hey, I can find a server, and the net code isn't as bad as the other Battlefields," which I don't think it is as bad. I think because the net code when like 4 released, like you couldn't shoot a guy.
Oh wow.
Like you wouldn't, if you were shooting at him, you wouldn't hit him. It was really bad, but that was a long time ago. So I was like, okay, listen, the net code kind of works. I'm gonna get this game eventually.
You obviously wanted to like it. So
yes.
Like that, no one can fault you for that, but you can definitely.
I did not spend extra money on it. I didn't pre-order it. I don't have any of the goofy skins. The only goofy skins I have are not goofy. They're the ones from playing 2042 to get the ones in this game for free. I did those stupid challenges, but it was worth it, I think, kind of, because the Battlefield 4 engineer is so cool looking. But yeah, I want people to be more enthusiastic about their love for the older games. Because it's not just nostalgia. I still play Battlefield 4. I still play it. Like, that's the thing. Is like, I'm not nostalgic about it. It has problems. I don't like UCAVs. I don't like mortar spam. I don't like the SOFLAMs. Like, there are problems with that game. The vehicle balance isn't always great. Some of the maps are not my favorite. Like, there are issues with 4. I'm not saying it's a 10 out of 10. It really isn't. But this is further in the other direction, you know? If Battlefield 4 is an 8, this is a 6, you know? But yeah, I want to see more people upset about... I mean, Silk was complaining about air vehicles and just how exhausted he was, and it was like, okay, that's the vibe I'm getting as a Battlefield player, so I'm glad he is as well. And I know other people are. I'm not... Like, I don't know. I saw some angry comments for like this video about like my opinions on it. It's like, I've played so much of Battlefield, like I know what works and I know it doesn't work, and like they're doing things that just do not work. All right, and if you're coming from like Call of Duty or something, that's fine, but don't pretend to know what you're talking about if you're talking about Battlefield, right? Like, we know these COD devs are in here and they're messing with stuff. Like, we know a lot of the senior X-Dice developers left. That is a huge problem in quality. Like, that just speaks to the issues with what's happening with the quality of the game. VFAHSN says, I can really understand you are an old Battlefield player. We have the same thought process. We played the same old Battlefields. It's sad to see Battlefield 6 not being up there with the best episodes of the series. Missed opportunity. They had so much time to make this game. I don't understand. And it was painful being stuck on the last launch to be 2042.
Yeah.
It does feel like a missed opportunity. I'm not a fan of battle passes and stuff, but like, if you're gonna do it because it's the industry standard, make the game replayable, so that way people keep coming back for the new passes. If you don't make the game replayable and you're spamming battle passes, you're not going to make as much money. So the game has to be good.
Yeah, it's literally in their best interest to make the game good.
Yeah, everybody wins, but they get all the money.
Yeah. Bad Company 5220 says skill-based matchmaking only takes effect after the lobby has been created to help balance the teams as much as possible. You're not getting into lobbies based on skill. Other than that, I did not hear any legit compliments. Well, okay, great. Just you crying the game doesn't fit what you want.
Okay, let me respond.
Okay, I also have
the title of the video was Battlefield 6 has disappointed me in every way. Where did you think those compliments were going to come in?
Yeah.
First of all, did it say I love Battlefield 6 because ... and then you watch the video and then you're like, wait, where are the compliments?
The video title is actually Battlefield 6 compliments compilation.
So the legit compliment thing. I'm not here to compliment the game. This game costs more than Battlefield 4 and it's worse than the game that came out 13 years ago, 10 years. What is it? 11. 12 years ago. Older than a decade. That's the first thing.
And I know you're going to respond to the other thing, but I just want to say, for the first thing, source, back it up with a source, check your facts, kids, and yeah, no. That's
and then crying about the game doesn't fit what I want. I want it to not feel like Call of Duty came in and took over what Battlefield used to be. I miss the identity of the game. I also want to say, like, once again, with the skill-based matchmaking and me, like, I know, okay, the crying thing is fair because it actually kind of does sound like I'm crying because of the way my voice sounded when I was recording that, because I did wake up, so that is kind of valid. But I don't have a problem doing well still. I can still do well in my lobbies. Like, that isn't the issue.
Yeah, you don't understand. It doesn't matter. They could put him up. They could put him against an esports team, and he'd still at least get.
Dude, I was like, I would love to be at the streamer event because I know I'd be ruining their days.
Oh yeah, no, he would genuinely, like, you haven't heard of him, but the one of the best Battlefield players is just has this YouTube channel with 100 and something subscribers. Like, it's not whoever the fucking top esports player is. It's this guy. You don't understand. You don't understand until you see it. Like, you've got to witness it and just sigh because you've seen it so many times. That's when you truly get it.
Well, I appreciate that. But but there's a reason that I'm good at it. It's because I'm passionate about it. It's because I care about it and I liked it. And so it's like when I see something that I care about just get worse and worse over time, like it does make me sad. It doesn't make me cry. It's a video game, but it makes me sad for sure. Like, it's bumming. You know, it's just like, are you defending like this AAA mega corporation EA for making a worse than
I know. I don't
modern
understand.
Like, do you realize like you're on the like corporates team side? Like, that's what you're on. I'm like, hey, I'm a fan of this and it's worse than it used to be.
You aren't getting paid to say this unless you are, in which case get a life, but you aren't getting paid to say this, so why do you have this opinion?
Yeah,
like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But the first thing, the skill-based, that's just not true, right? Like, I mean, one, I don't know exactly, but I know that this guy doesn't know.
I've seen a lot of comments saying there is no skill-based matchmaking and stuff like this. Nobody knows how the skill-based matchmaking works, but it is what you like. It is the way you think it is, Dale. It is skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah.
It is that's why it feels the way it does, and it's why it's awful, especially when you play with me. It's because it's skill-based matchmaking. Like, it's there.
Oh yeah.
I was like, someone posted like just the comment that just said there is no skill-based matchmaking, and I went, okay, Google. Okay, is there skill-based matchmaking in BF6? And then it immediately said, yes, Battlefield 6 will use skill-based matchmaking. I mean, okay, that's the AI response, but
yeah, no, get like a real response.
No, but like I googled it and it's just like, yes, immediately. Like, I already knew there was, but like, why are you like, are you guys gaslighting yourselves, or are you just so young that you all haven't played a game that didn't have skill-based matchmaking? Like, games used to be more enjoyable. Like, I remember being like 10 and I was sick on a school day, and I play World at War at home, and
damn, you're old.
I know, and I was in an empty lobby where I was fighting two guys, and then by the time that I don't think I got maximum kills, it was a team deathmatch. It was just a 1v2, and by the time the time ran out of the match, I had double their kills. Like, I killed them. Everyone had died the same amount of times in the whole lobby, and I was so proud of myself. Like, little things like that you just do not get with skill-based matchmaking. Like, I have that memory of being like a sick child and playing a video game and enjoying it.
That story was so significant, like so impactful for him, that I've heard that story before.
Yeah.
So that should tell. That's a moment. That's a key gaming moment. You don't get that in this.
You really do not. I've done everything. I've shot down like a jet with an RPG. I've shot down a jet with a tow missile. I shoot down helicopters all the time. Like, what is there to do for like fun when you mess with like the gunplay is okay. It's just that the map design and the way that it all works flows so quickly that it's just slop. It's just a mess, you know? I do remember reading that when they said there's going to be skill-based matchmaking, it will prioritize people in your like region for a better connection, but it's like I think all skill-based matchmaking does that already, so it's not really valid. Like I'm not gonna be fighting Australians because they're the only people that are as good as me. I didn't think that was gonna be true.
I don't know, man. You give it a few more, give it another 100 hours, and that might be the case. For you, I'm just saying, like it might get to the point where like it can only put you in lobbies with like some Chinese esports team.
So for the people that are saying there is no skill-based matchmaking, like it's the internet. I get that you're not gonna fact check yourself before you post a comment, but like you're wrong, and like it's weird that you don't know what a game feels like without skill-based matchmaking, because it's actually like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't stand when someone says something so like confidently and definitively when they have absolutely no fucking idea what they're talking about. Like this reads like a dev clarifying.
I know.
Something. And you are a random ass person that is just pulling this out of your ass.
Yeah.
Like, you have no idea. You, not only do you not know just like the rest of us, you probably know less than the rest of us. And so why even bother? That's just that people mind.
Okay, it's our good friend T-Puff58 again.
Oh, hell yeah. Is it your turn or my turn? I forgot.
You can read this one. Yeah.
Okay. Real Dice is off making other games. They made Arc Raiders, game I really like, by the way. And, yeah, very, very true. New Dice is just former Call of Duty developers. Battlefield 6 is just what Call of Duty should have evolved into, but Call of Duty went the Fortnite route. True Battlefield is dead, and not coming back. EA killed it chasing Call of Duty instead of focusing on its own game. Yeah?
Sums up pretty well.
You've got more of a, understanding of that, but like that's from an outside-ish perspective, like that's what it sounds like.
No, that's all true. That's just all true.
Yeah, real facts.
The only hope for Battlefield is that a new company makes a similar game that picks up the old vibe. It's
So
not going to
Delta
come from
Force is
EA.
just,
No, no. The fact that they went after 2042 after all of them is a pretty.
Wait a minute. Oh, so is that the word that said Delta Force? Okay, I was checking if that was the same person that suggested Delta Force, because that would have been funny.
No,
It
no.
wasn't.
No, but no, I really do think that, like, I remember BattleBit got popular for a while. I was playing that, and it wasn't exactly like, obviously it was like kind of a,
Floppy.
it was similar to Battlefield, as lower budget, but it had some things that it had like a kind of more of a squad vibe with the healing, because it was a bandage system with bleeding, where you had to like bandage yourself to not bleed out, which Battlefield does not have. But yeah, that's my hope one day, that another company will make a similar game to Battlefield that will have that vibe that is.
We need
replace it.
PopCap to come in and make it.
Well, no, they're owned by EA.
Oh fuck.
That's why
It's
there's
over.
a pea shooter Easter egg on Dawnbreaker in Battlefield 4.
I did not know the Torius, later Torius. That is a Dark Souls reference. Shout out.
Okay, Late Artorias 552. Bro, dude. I was just saying all of these same things to my friends today. This Battlefield feels more like a COD game with Battlefield-esque elements. I have Battlefield for the last 15 plus years. Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2, Battlefield 3, 4, and 1 were amazing games that I thoroughly enjoyed, but this Battlefield has greatly disappointed me. When it first came out, I was excited, but after 100 plus hours, I realized this game isn't made for the old school Battlefield fans. It definitely was not. It was definitely made for general audiences and COD fans and any FPS fan, that just anyone. It's like, it's very watered down. It's a very watered down game. So I think a lot of the people that are kind of defending the game are newer players, is my guess, and a lot of the older players are like, yeah, it's not what it used to be, you know? And then like I get the people, like newer players, being excited about this fun game and then being sick of seeing people be like, oh god, this didn't happen. Like I get that. Like you don't want to see that. You don't want to deal with that. Like, but it's just like, it's going to happen. Like that's what you get when you come into an existing franchise and it's dying.
Yeah, like if they made this game as a separate thing, it's like that would have been fine. It's just a perfectly valid game to like. It's the fact that the next Battlefield release, which already you're waiting years for, is the people that are fans of the series. And the next, like, think of your favorite game series, and think if they completely changed it. you'd feel a little like betrayed, or you'd feel a little upset or something. So
Yeah.
it's that kind of a thing. It's not just that like, oh, it's bad, therefore no one should enjoy the game. It's that this isn't Battlefield, this isn't what you know, and that's disappointing to fans of the franchise. Delonk7955. While I've been enjoying some Boyfriend 6 so far, there's a ton of dark patterns. Okay, that COD has done that Battlefield 6 is imitating, and it's worrisome. Advertising being thrown in my face every time I log on, yeah. Maps being dumbed down to the point where flanking gets invalidated on several maps. Not to mention Battle Royale challenges being pushed upon players who don't want or are sick of Battle Royale. With matchmaking, I don't know what's going on. See? Thank you. This is what you should be saying. Like, a bad company, take notes. But yeah, thank you for... Yeah, we don't know what's going on. That's understandable. But I miss match rotations in the server browser. You know it's bad when I'm looking for matches with less real players. It's not like pushing objectives as a team and reviving aren't already an issue amongst regular players. Based and factual.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I've seen a few comments that are like, I only really get enjoyment out of this game when there's like bots mixed in, or I'm playing against only bot lobbies, and it's just like that's because this game has no casual mode. That's why. It's like it's you can't like Battlefield. You don't have to put brain power into playing Battlefield. You see a guy and you shoot him, and you play a class and you go, okay, well, I'm an engineer. I'll shoot at that tank with my rocket launcher. Like, it's that simple. Like, it was not. I don't think Battlefield is some high concept game.
No,
but
it's not.
It's endlessly frustrating with the modernization of it, with the like it is. It's like you get into it and it's like how many menus are there now? There's like 20 tabs of square boxes. It's the box menu system. It's throwing battle pass ads in your face. It's showing you like the new seasonal thing, and like they just added an ice pick for the new winter season. Like, I don't want an ice pick because it's Christmas time, and like don't do that.
Oh my god, they added a pickaxe.
Oh my god, it's Fortnite. Oh, it's Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout
no.
out to that one IGN reviewer that said that about Arc Raiders.
He was right about this game. He was just reviewing the wrong game.
Yeah, he was reviewing the wrong game. That's why he didn't have a shield, because there's no shield in Battlefield 6.
Next update, they'll be dropping third-person view. No,
Jesse, don't speak that into existence.
dude, I would hate that.
I know you would.
I don't want to curse myself. Okay, I don't want to curse myself, but I also like being right, so maybe I should say that.
Well, but that's the thing, is as soon as you said that, I visually got like a premonition of what hearing you talk about them adding third person to Battlefield would be like, and I'm just like, oh god.
Mark Amsterdam 707. Okay, I'm ignoring that for the Clash.
Personally, yeah, minor should not be F tier, but yeah, okay, sorry.
We didn't put an F tier. He didn't watch all the way. We moved it up to like C tier or something. Garrett responded to that personally and said that we moved it up the whole time.
Oh.
The game doesn't have skill-based matchmaking. You're just shit at the game, bro, said Mark Amsterdam 7079. Okay, well, 1, it does. 2, I literally got called a cheater last night for being too good at the game. Okay. Also, I screenshotted this. Okay, I'll put this in the video too. No, not that. Actually, no, I did save those too, but no, not that. No, YouTube did like a YouTube Wrapped thing.
Oh my god.
Based on your videos that you made, right?
Oh yeah?
And I'll send you what mine is, because I want to show this guy.
Yeah.
Can you guess what it is if I reply to that with this? I bet you can't, because like, how would you know?
It's just Battlefield compilations.
That'd be no, but that'd be funny though. But, like, it wouldn't be like because it's like for the whole channel, so it's not gonna be specific like that.
Well, I don't know what YouTube what.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't either, but.
Most likely lead your team to victory with clever tactics and a positive attitude.
Yeah, okay, listen. My YouTube award says that I'm most likely to lead my team to victory with clever tactics and a positive attitude. You look like you're none of those things, bucko.
I can confirm, definitely not a positive attitude.
I'm going to say it again for all the people in the back who can't hear me. My problem isn't that I'm bad at the game. That is not the problem. My problem is that I'm good at it anyways, and it's still not fun. I felt the same way about Halo Infinite. When Halo Infinite came out, I queued into Ranked a bunch. I got to Onyx League. They said, hey, the game's new. We did a bad job with the ranking. We're going to reset it. They reset it. I played a bunch. Got back to Onyx League, like, easily. Still didn't like the game. I went, okay, I made to Onyx League both times, and I still can say this is not as fun as Halo 5 multiplayer.
Bro beat the multiplayer rank system. Like, he literally just fucking capped out.
Dude,
twice.
Aim is half of it. The other half of it is just arcing grenades around corners because the maps were too small in that game. Anyways.
No, I remember you telling me about that. Hitting Onyx twice.
Dude, I had a friend who I play with sometimes, and he was like, "What? You hit Onyx? I can't get out of like diamond or whatever." And then he's like, and then it reset. And I did it again. And he was so sad.
Wasn't I like fucking silver or something?
I don't know.
I think I was silver in that game.
Like,
Yeah.
none of you are listening or watching the video footage. Like, the problem is not the skill. It's just the fact that the quality of the game is worse and it costs more money. Like, that is the simple premise, okay? It has nothing to do with my ability. It's not like I'm having fun because I'm being spawn killed, okay? I can do well in movement shooters. Like, not that this is supposed to be one, but it's got, you know, the slide and stuff. But it's like,
Yeah.
I can do well in them. I just don't enjoy them as much. And, like, it's like a lot of people seem to be on the same page about it. These games are being watered down. They're being dumbed down for you casual gamers, and it's just not as fun
all
because
being
there's
turned
less
into
to
the
do.
same
It's
game.
not as replayable because the maps are smaller and they're less fun. Like, that's all I'm saying.
So, yeah, this game doesn't have skill-based matchmaking. You're just shit at the game, bro. That just you're just telling on yourself, because if you think it doesn't have skill-based matchmaking, that just
Yeah.
shows that you're bad.
That means you're in easy lobbies.
You're in easy. You're probably not even lobbies with actual players. You're probably just in bot lobbies. That's gotta be
Uh-oh.
what it is. Sorry to say it to you. As
Self-report.
someone who's shit at as someone who's shit at shooters, I don't know how to tell you this, buddy, but you're shit at shooters.
Like, as someone that shit at shooters, you're in lobbies with me.
Yeah, no, you're yeah. If I was a solo queue right now, I'd get matched with you immediately. You'd be on my team, and yeah, that's.
You'd be on my team and you'd be asking for ammo that I wouldn't give you because I don't know how.
Yeah, no, I didn't equip an ammo bag. Yeah, yeah, no, you were getting put in lobbies with me, and I am like going even with you for NKD. We're both negative, dude. I don't know how to tell you this. Yeah, no, that's just it's like for the people that aren't getting his, like, to corroborate, as both someone that has been playing games with him for over a decade now and seen just how, like, I'm literally just, it's funny how exhausting it is watching him be top of the scoreboard in literally every game. It's just consistent. It's just like, when I check a kill feed for anybody else that I'm playing with, I check bottom up to try, like the scoreboard. I check bottom up. When I'm playing with Jesse, I check top down because I know he's at least in the top 3.
That was so funny when we were, I don't know if we were streaming or it's the video, but you're like, get a kill so I can see you. I'm like, Dale, I'm the only one with kills in the lobby right now.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're not on the same server anymore.
Oh wait, are we in the same match? I don't think we are. Let's see, get some kills so I can see you on the scoreboard.
Oh, I'm in first right now.
Oh, okay, we're not on the same match.
I'm the only one with any kills in the whole server. One game, I think it might be playing right now. I'm probably not going to time it intentionally, but if we're just at that point, like footage, there's a match I had on Mirak Valley on offense and breakthrough. I was sniping and I just cut all the kills together. I went like 17-1 there. I did not die. I ran out of it. You can watch my ammo count. Like, I got 17 kills and then died and then switched classes. In that mode, and then I had to go. But so those sniper kills in Mirak Valley there, like, you can watch my ammo count down. Like, I do not die. Like, so what you're saying is kind of true, because like I do have times where it's like it is actually like a kind of continuous flow. I just don't want to waste people's time of just watching me run around for like an extra, you know, it'd be a long time over the course of a video.
What I'm saying is, like, for someone, even for someone that isn't like, you know, obviously we're not like, our channel's theme isn't skill, but you know, there are channels whose themes, like, you know, like Level Cap or something is like skill themed, or like Shroud is like, you just watch it for the skill, not the comedy. Even for like comedy, like, YouTubers that aren't trying to get like insane like skill clips, to get like 30 minutes of footage, you have to record like a good few hours of footage in order to get that 30 minutes of, like, you know, entertaining footage. And like, some of them even, like, you know, have to record even longer if they want to get like just them doing really well. You probably, like, what do you think, like, the fucking turnover rate is? Like, you put out so many Battlefield videos, so much of it. I have to just imagine it's just like, you know, at most you're chopping out like 20%. And
That's probably more than 20%, but it's not a lot. Yeah, I know what you're saying. No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like, you're getting, the reason you're getting this much is you're not, it's not like, to get the amount of footage that you get, like, people, like, an average player would have to play like 4 times as much.
Yeah, no, I think that's true. I will say though, for the last one, I just didn't have any footage. I didn't feel like playing at the time. So the first like 6 minutes are newer footage, and then the rest of it is all from the beta, just to throw something in there, just to have. That was for the commenting on comments one, though. That wasn't for the video we're talking about.
That was from the fact that it was not fun. That wasn't because you weren't good at it. That's because it was not fun.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't feel like it. And I feel like if we did like a podcast or something, which this basically is, I would do that too. I would just reuse footage, because I wouldn't like do 2 hours
mean,
every
it's-
time we meet them.
I mean, like some of those videos have like like 10 views or something. It's I don't think anyone's gonna be like, oh man, I've seen this one.
I know. I was like, I don't do it because people are watching. I just do it because I like to do it. You know.
Oh no, absolutely. And also, I think it was a good point, like a good time to bring up that disclaimer, just because of the point we're making here. But
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think it's a bad practice. Is all I'm saying. But yeah, no. In conclusion, Mark Amsterdam 7079, you're bad at the game. Anyway. Dragon Horde 9371, I like that name by the way, says the flight mechanics of Chopper is infuriating. It rolls left, right, like a boat should move around top spindle. I'll take your word for it. Easy to clip something because you'll roll into it while taking a close turn. I can't fly the helicopters. Jesse, I turn it over to you.
It's funny watching you fly a helicopter because basically you take off and then you do a full flip. It's upside down and then you crash and like that's it.
I cannot, and that is me like fully trying. Once again, Mark Amsterdam, you're in my lobby.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm gonna kind of defend it. I got used to it. I can fly pretty well with the attack.
Okay, I'm gonna counter that with just because you got used.
I know.
to it.
That's not fair to other people. I guess you're right. I'm gonna say what that means. There's two things I have to say about the flight mechanics, which is one, if you have heavy warheads equipped,
Yeah.
it's not gonna feel good. It's not heavy warheads are like your missiles way more. They do more splash damage, right? It's not a minor effect. It's major. You can't fly that thing when you have those on. It's not just you. It's not like a 25% like increase. It feels like double or something. Like the amount of like the lack of like turn radius and stuff. Like it's bad. So don't use heavy warheads. If you're using heavy warheads on your attack helicopter, that is part of the reason. I will also say there's something I can't describe that feels different from the older Battlefield helicopter flying that I get people are frustrated with, but I've played enough of this where I'm so used to it that I can't identify what it is anymore. So that's my 2 points are don't use heavy warheads and you get used to it painfully but eventually.
Yeah, and they are definitely like in 4. I remember being able to at least take off and fly a little bit. So like I can definitely feel as someone that just can't fly in any of these games. I can feel that it's harder. I obviously can't like put it into words. So like you know I want to validate what the person's saying. But as for the easy to clip something, you know, like he's giving you a lot of tips with that. But it is, trust me, it is possible because I've been in the fucking gunner seat while watching this man fly between the support beams of a bridge and then fly us underneath the fucking tunnel on that one map.
Yeah.
He makes it look like that thing has great handling. So it's a matter of they just made it so much harder is the problem.
Yeah. And that was something I said in the original video of Battlefield 6's disappointing me ever was that this game should have an easy learning curve. Like it should not be hard to pick up.
Yeah.
And so if they have to do something for helicopters to simplify the controls or something, I'm all for that because it's a little frustrating how they feel.
Just give me like an autopilot, like not autopilot, but like it's basically a setting that you like toggle it and then it makes it so you know
You
it
can't
automatically
flip.
corrects. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't
like a
flip,
gyro
it
stabilizing thing.
Yeah, it corrects if you're gonna like you know crash into like the blades are near something. It like automatically like moves you a little bit away from it, like not like hard, but just like you know makes it so you'd have to try to crash into something a little harder, or like you'd have to already be moving pretty fast rather than like you know oh your blade clipped a telephone pole and now it's entirely going down. I don't know. There's ways that they could make something tall, but then. Obviously, that would interfere with people that want to do really like close, like you know, tight turns and whatnot.
Well, it could be like a setting, yeah.
Yeah,
but
toggleable.
Another thing too that wouldn't involve that, which like I'm actually okay with, like it's kind of like a like putting the gutters up in bowling or something. But another way to do something where people don't have to just like learn through the process and struggle with would be if they brought back the original training range from Battlefield 4. In Battlefield 4, it's not just like a room with the gun you're holding. It is an island in the middle of the ocean. And the island has every vehicle in the game to learn how to fly them and drive them and use them.
Yeah, I probably would be able to like learn how to fly a helicopter in that match. I'm not going to waste a whole match doing it.
Right, yeah. And I know they have the portal, but like if this is built into the game and it's its own place to go. Like I would go there to just check stuff out and see like, oh, what does this new kind of missile act like? Because you can fire out like UAVs that are flying above. It's just a trading range, just for everything. And this game only has it for guns because it's made by Call of Duty people.
Yeah, because they only know about guns. They don't know about vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another from the same person.
Yep.
Couldn't put Boyfriend 3 and 4 down. Boyfriend 6, I'm just bored with. Game feels small, COD-like, terrible vehicle play. Idiots jumping, sliding, and laser beaming you while they do. Airspace is tiny. Maps are boring and designed for constant non-stop action. They had years to make this game and it still released it broken. Yeah, effects.
It's all true. It's all true.
Yeah.
Like if you what this feels like is, well, I think what these comments are telling me is that the new players are defending what they think is good, which is fine, and the old players know what the older games are like and are like, well, what happened here? Because this isn't what it was like. You know, it's like I think there's just two different mindsets of people who are experienced with the game and people who are newer, right? And I have to say, I think a lot of the older players seem nicer, and the newer players are like skill issue. But it's like,
yeah, I know what.
That's not really, and there's no skill-based matchmaking. None of that is true. It's not a skill issue. And it's not like skill-based matchmaking isn't too hard for me. It's just that the quality of the game is going down. I feel like we keep reiterating the same thing, so maybe we can move on. But
yeah,
I said sums it up perfectly in response, and then someone said, NS519 said, I'm the biggest Battlefield fan in my friend group. I'm the only one who didn't buy this game since day 2 of the beta. I realized all of this. Don't regret my decision. I regret Dice's. I mean, I feel the same way, other than I did get the game. I've played a decent amount. Like, I feel like I've justified my purchase of it, but I also, like, it did feel like I bought a Call of Duty instead of a Battlefield. Like,
yep.
that's what it did.
Yeah.
It does feel like
that's
that.
what that's a very similar feeling.
Yeah, that's the problem. I also, yes, I regret Dice's decisions every day. I really do. I think this is something I think about on a near daily basis.
Yeah, no, this man wakes up and regrets Dice's decisions.
Yeah.
I'm going back to Battlefield 4 if they don't fix this shitty game. We're going back to Battlefield 4 if they don't fix this shitty game.
Mark Anthony X5W. Dale's never played Battlefield 4, and this game is making him go back to Battlefield 4.
Yeah, I'm moving to Battlefield 4. I haven't even been there. This will be my first time. So yeah, no, we'll be there with you. And you know what? Based on that take, you probably won't be in my lobby, but you might be in the one between Jesse and I.
Well, no, because there's no skill-based matchmaking.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I'm telling you, it's a good game, Dale.
I'll be honest. A lot of the shooters that I play only have skill-based matchmaking.
They all do.
So,
that's the problem. They all do.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm young enough to only have played skill-based matchmaking shooters.
Not me.
Yeah, so that's it. For context, people, he's a year older than me. But like genuinely,
that's because I was playing World at War at the age of like 10, while you were playing the B movie game.
I don't think I played a shooter until I was like 14 or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, I was too busy playing Jimmy Neutron Attack the Donkeys.
When they destroyed all the challenges, it took out a lot of the fun for me. Some of the challenges actually separated players from skill, but they just made it obsolete. Now everyone has the skin that I worked hard for after doing nothing. It seems like this game and the community are very anti-gamer/skill. Like gaming used to be casual back in the day, but people were still competitive.
Yeah.
Now it just feels like everyone is okay with being bad and tons of problems in the game.
I can speak to, as a representative from the okay with being bad club. Yeah, that's fine. But at the same time, I think that's valid. Of why you're like, a challenge. They're called challenges.
Right.
Like,
that's what's so funny
especially for a skin.
Yeah.
Especially the skin challenges. 100%. Those should be hard. Those should be wicked. I'm glad they lowered the ones that were for like guns. Or gun attachments. That's stupid to have those locked behind some challenge thing. But for skins, 100%. I think that those should be locked behind like wicked hard stuff, and it is stupid that they lowered it, especially retroactively. And now everyone has it. I completely agree with you there. And I'm saying that as someone who is okay with being bad at shooters. I don't care. Because I'm not bad at games. I'm just bad at shooters.
Right.
I have plenty of games that I'm very good at, but shooters not usually one of them. Okay, Matthew 1790 milliliters. If I could get my money back for this game, I would. What a complete waste of money. Same.
Yeah, and then I replied, I truly feel that the way the beta played and was advertised versus the direction they suddenly switched to after launch.
Christ, you wrote this comment.
I know. Was false advertising. I knew the BR was coming, but that was merely the tip of the modern AAA greed iceberg. And okay, so
Hell yeah.
then someone replied saying, NS519 again said, Rescue Chopper, I see it as a straight line. I'm really not surprised. I don't see the deception. It was always going to happen. It was always giving happen. But what I would say to that is they at least had closed weapons in the beta. Now it's like removed from the game. Like that is just gone. And that was like a core part of Battlefield is like different classes have different guns. So that is gone. And I don't know, yeah, the roll-in of like the new map. I mean, I don't like the new maps. So that like it feels like a downgrade to the already low quality maps that are already in the game. And then the way that they locked the newer weapons behind like the battle pass tiers, which to be fair, when the battle pass ends, they just become normal challenges, so you can get them after the battle pass ends, or like whatever limited time thing is,
okay.
which is
We'll
fine.
give them,
That's okay.
We give them 1 point for that.
But like this is so much worse than I thought it was. Like nobody liked the menus in the beta because like ew, it's like Call of Duty, but like it's worse now. It looks worse.
Yeah, and that was a beta. Like you're supposed to be able to forgive things in a beta.
Right. Like seeing the like frosty new Fortnite Battle Pass like seasonal event with the ice pick and stuff is really grossing me out. Like
I genuinely don't even want to like I'm scared to boot it up and see that.
yeah, like this I still feel like the further we go, the more I'm seeing, the worse it looks like overall. So I don't think that it is a straight line. I think the more I see, the more I'm disgusted by the direction they've gone. I don't think it is staying the same way since the beta or the release. I think it's actually actively getting worse. I think they're changing things in a way that just dumbs it down, waters it down more.
But me personally, as the most pessimistic person I know, I also understand the take of this was always going to happen. Like real, like it's I didn't think this was going to be a good Battlefield either. But some people like Jesse love the franchise and have hope, and you shouldn't fault them for that.
I mean, it's like we said though. I was mad day one when I saw it. Like people were so hyped about it.
Yeah, no, like there's too far in either direction.
Right. No, but the thing is too is like not only am I frustrated at the company that's making the game, I'm frustrated at the people who are excited about the game because I know
and the people who are defending it.
Yeah, but like I know like some of this stuff was gonna happen. Like I knew like people are like, oh, it's so hype. It's Battlefield's back. Oh, the campaign's mid. That means the game's gonna be good. Like I knew it was going there. I just I don't know. It is worse than I imagined. But I also came in with a pretty skeptical mindset, I would say.
Yeah. Oh my god, the next one is crazy. I read ahead and I'm mad.
Okay, well you're up.
I'm not even that big of a Battlefield fan. All right, JT5346. Why does everyone have 4 digits at the end of their?
Is that like a YouTube thing, maybe? Like if they have like if it's registering them as like a normal human name, it throws in.
Maybe, yeah. Because I'm like, why is everyone having 4 digits? Anyway. That person says, I love the game. Played it more than I ever did on Battlefield 4. Reason being, 4, it was so difficult to get consistent action from my point of view. COD did not have that problem. Wild sentence to write in the comment of the Battlefield video. Like just genuinely like me going to Burger King and being like, McDonald's doesn't have this issue. I would appreciate larger maps. I do not think skill-based matchmaking is that bad on here. I have unfortunate news for you. I played Eastwood, small mode rotation, and got about 5 to 6 great lobbies full of people that were not good at the game at all before I had to leave for work. Also, I have crossplay off, so that likely had a huge impact on the fill of the lobby. Oh, you're a console player.
Yeah.
That explains so much. Oh my god, I should have read ahead to that. Jesus, that makes sense. I do not trust PC players. I feel they have an unfair advantage. Some of them are cheating, it seems. I mean, yes, some of them are cheating, but they have an unfair advantage. And they're always at the top.
Wait, hold up.
So
so you said, I do not think skill-based matchmaking is that bad. I think some of them are cheating, it seems. Or how's it both? What? This person is very delusional, I can already tell. Yeah.
Top of the leaderboards in my lobbies. Their aim just seems to be unbelievably good. Please think about getting the PS5 aim trainer to get better. Yeah, it's this is actually reads like denial.
Yeah.
This is genuinely like someone disassociating from the fact that they're bad at the game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, but I want to talk about the first thing before we even get further. About people who say that I don't like Battlefield because I have to walk for 5 minutes between sites.
Can play COD.
They can play COD, but like, I don't need you to like Battlefield. You can go play something else. But if you think it takes 5 minutes to walk between sites, that means your attention span is low and you don't know how to play the game because there are jeeps in every site pretty much. It's not hard to get around. If you really have to, you can redeploy. You can ask for a ride in chat. Like, there's a lot you can do. But if you think that it takes 5 minutes to walk between, like, not, you're not actually, this person isn't saying it takes 5 minutes, but I've heard that argument from people in real life when I say, hey, oh, do you play Battlefield because we're talking about games? And they'll say no because it takes 5 minutes. Like, that's the excuse. And this is like very coded that way. And it's just like, okay, you're too casual of a gamer. You're just too casual. It's fine. It's fine. But it's just weird to me because like Battlefield is not a high concept game. Like, it's not crazy. But what you're saying is you like pure arcade games, right? Like, you don't want crossplay on. It's too sweaty. Hey, if I was on console, I wouldn't want to play against PC players either. But it's also weird that you're like, there's no skill-based matchmaking is that bad, but these people are so good they're cheating, and I need to do an aim trainer to get better. It's like, where is the spot you're landing between like casual and competitive? Like, you know, I'm so confused by your lack of like consistent logic here.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And the Battlefield, like, I have a terrible attention span. I've been trying to get it to be better, but even at my worst, like when I you know, a few months ago I uninstalled TikTok partly for so I didn't have to have a political like nightmare every time I open the app, and two, so that way my attention span could start getting better. Even at the worst of my attention span, I did not have a problem getting from site to site in the Battlefield game.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even fathom not being able to like walk for like a few.
It's fine. It means that you like arcadey shooters, which is fine. Like, it's not quite it. The thing about constant action is that it means that you get like, if a Battlefield game has constant action, it means you're not getting those Battlefield experiences. You're not getting the genuine Battlefield experiences, right? Like, when you're running through a field and a friendly helicopter flies by and they pick you up or something, like, you don't get those moments in a game that has constant action. I like living for a long time. I don't like camp or something and like try to get 20 kills without dying or something. Like, I run in, and if I do well, that's great. But you need the large maps to break up the action. So it's weird that you're saying that you'd appreciate larger maps. Like, maybe you mean like a little bit, but like Battlefield 4, like if you're on like a map with like 8 objectives, there's going to be some downtime and like it can be annoying for sure. But I don't know what else can be said here.
I cannot get over people saying I do not think skill-based matchmaking is that bad, and then going on to talk about how they need to improve and how they, how they think that PC players have unfair, unbelievably good aim.
Right.
It's just like, can you not put like, if I handed you a puzzle and that puzzle had 2 pieces, could you put it together? Because I don't think you could. Anyways, back to what they're saying. The graphics and visual pathetic.
They definitely meant aesthetic there.
Oh my god. Well, they probably couldn't spell that word. Of the game is beautiful. I love where gaming power is. The debris, the lighting, leveling buildings. Okay, leveling what buildings? But aside from that, that's fair. It's really cool.
Okay, I'm going to show you footage of Battlefield 4. When we say a building gets leveled, we mean it's standing and then it collapses and is completely gone, and everyone that is inside of it gets killed by the rubble. This game, you can scrape off the edge of a building and it will collapse, and if anyone's next to it, they'll take splash damage. That is not the same thing. You can level buildings that are like small huts in the middle of Tajikistan that like you can do part by part, but you can't level buildings. Like, you can just systematically remove tiny parts of it at a time. Like, it's not the same.
No, it's not even close. At Battlefield 1, you can just fucking drive a tank straight through a building.
Yeah, like this game, you can't, like, like, the buildings that you can drive through are, like, the ones that are tiny, right? Like, they're, I don't know, I guess you can destroy that kind of, like, 3-story building in Liberation Peak, I guess.
I didn't even know there were.
Yeah, like, tanks can drive through walls in this game, but it's not this, it's like, it feels like in this game, when you destroy something, you're flicking a switch, right? Like, the wall was there, now it's gone. In Battlefield 4, it felt dynamic, which meant that it changed the way the environment was in that area. If you knock down a 3-story building in that game, and the building collapses all at once, they just changed that area of the battlefield, because now people can't be up there, right? Like, that, it's actually changing the environment. This game does not do that. You can break some cover, and then people have even better sightlines than they already had, because this game doesn't have enough. So there's that.
Yeah, no, if you think that chipping off like a part of a wall is leveling buildings, then I have some snake oil to sell you. Um, looking back to when games were fucking 8-bit pixels, then looking forward to now where they're photorealistic, I just can't find much to complain about. I mean, that's fair. That's an optimistic way to look at it.
Yeah.
But that's too optimistic because it doesn't mean that they're without flaw. I can understand like the sentiment of wanting to be like, "Wow, we've come so far," but that doesn't like, "Wow, come so far with medicine. Let's stop looking for cures." Like that's Battlefield 6 is a solid addition to the franchise and will only improve as it ages, as every single Battlefield has in recent memory.
Okay, I also have something to say about the graphics. I don't care about graphics, and I never have. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't care about graphics. I just want the game to be fun. It looks good. It looks better than 4 by a little bit, which is kind of weird because it's so much newer. But it also looks worse than the Battlefront games. Battlefront 1 came out in like what 2014.
I
Battlefront 2
know,
came out in 2016, and those definitely had the ex Dice devs, or at the time had the Dice devs that left. Like those are the guys that went to make Embark and stuff. And it's like, or and they made like the Finals and Arc Raiders, and I don't think Arc Raiders like looks like crazy good. Like I think when I specifically think about the character models, and I think kind of like you and with the face and the hair, but like
yes.
the environments look really beautiful, and it's really aesthetically like locked into their own thing, which is really cool.
Yeah,
that this game
lighting,
is
the robot.
bland. The Battlefield 6 is
Yeah.
bland when it comes to aesthetic. Every palette is like brown and just boring. And Battlefield 4 and 3 had vibes, and 1.
Yeah.
But then, not only that, but I'm gonna give Embark a pass because they're not a AAA as well for graphics. But I do think a lot of the people that made like the good stuff for graphic wise from Dice and EA, are probably working for them now. So that is something.
Wild takes all around, and you will be joining me in the lobby.
Well, no, because he's turned crossplay off.
Oh, true. You will not be. You'll somehow be in a worse lobby than me. Yeah, of course COD didn't have that problem. The maps were the size of a parking lot. True. Battlefield was never designed to get people into engagements that fast. That has always been one of the main differences between COD and Battlefield. Yeah, they're different games. That's genuinely. You're so right, Light Artorias. Oh, hell yeah, of course the Dark Souls guys. The frequency at which you engage with the enemy is an important factor for both games. The fact is, this Battlefield is more like COD than current COD is, and that sucks for those of us who prefer Battlefield to be more like, well, Battlefield, not COD. And then, Disassociative Lex says, Battlefield takes patience. The whole point is that just getting to the action takes some work. Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's a battlefield, right? Like it's like a front
Yeah.
of battle. So there are different layers to the field, right? Like if you go to the middle objective, there's going to be chaos. If you go to some of the outer objectives, it might be a little more tame. It's cool to be able to choose what level of action you're getting if you kind of have a scale of the way the maps work and the way players behave. It's fun to be able to be like, well, okay, I have an SMG. I'm going to go run into the center point and try to take it. And if there's any friendly vehicles or enemy vehicles, I can help them or fight them. And it's fun to be like, okay, I'm going to be a sniper. It's time to be on this objective, and I can maybe defend it if anyone shows up, but if not, I'll just be sniping. Like, you can't really make those decisions because the elevation and the map size is just kind of, like, completely watered down. So, yeah. It does kind of take some work sometimes. Like, if you're of the opinion that you want constant action, that's just not Battlefield. Ace BDEFG 5582, another 4-digit for you. Said, what baffles me is the fact that people still don't realize that DICE Team, as we know it from Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3 and 4, doesn't exist anymore, and it shows up in their games clear as day. Same happened with Criterion. The classic Battlefield will never come back because the team isn't there anymore. Just looking at the maps alone is enough. Yep, I mean, you've said enough. You said it. You're on the money. Was the same in 2042. What's worse is that those idiots currently running DICE are not even able to understand that just not changing those mechanics, which worked for decades, would make Battlefield a success. They're smartasses who think that everything needs to be put upside down. That's why their games are such a mess. Battlefield 3 had such great immersion with those soldier voices, be it American or Russian. Now you have non-stop females who sound like they're 16 and arguing with a McDonald's employee about their fries, as those soldier voices look completely ridiculous. They learned nothing about 2042, but their marketing was so good, and they fooled all these brain rot fools who are following streamers just bought it because they're too dumb to understand that all those streamers and YouTube idiots, just like Jack Fragus, get a ton of money from EA. Yeah, Jack has never been critical of EA. Like he'll drop some really cold takes after they were hot, and then time has passed where he feels comfortable saying them. It also does feel like video games have moved in a direction where people are looking for game. Like the advertising for games is when a streamer plays it. Like that is what sells games. Like Sean has been working on the game Insider Trading, which is the Blatro-like game about the stock market.
Oh.
And they were like, once Northern Lions plays it, like that's when we know we're in, and he did eventually.
Oh yeah.
But like
Oh, he
that's
did?
like,
Holy shit.
yeah, like smaller developers are like when someone like Northern Lion plays, you know, like so. But it's true for big games too. It's like once you get all
No,
the like
I
COD
know
streamers to
Northern Lion, I just didn't know about this.
right,
this game.
and you knew, and that was also what frustrated me too, is when the streamer event happened before the beta or whatever. They pulled in a bunch of people who were not Battlefield veterans. Like they pulled in COD streamers, Apex streamers, and they're like, "Oh, let's see what this guy does because he's an Apex streamer." It's like, no. Like, how about you invite like Neebs Gaming and they play your game? Like that's what they did in one. They had all the fun people, and Snoop Dogg was there too because why not? True story. They had all the Battlefield streamers play one, maybe two servers for the event, and this was like we're bringing hundreds of people in. They're streamers from all over the place. It's like, okay, listen, I get the marketing, I do, but also it wasn't a coincidence that this is more COD-like than the previous installments.
Bon Barman Drink says there is no skill-based matchmaking in this game. Bon Barman Drink. Hold on. Let me lean a little closer to you. All right. Let me lean a little bit. I gotta tell you something. Person to person. I'm not gonna assume anything, but what I will assume, and I know I'll assume this one part correctly. You're bad at the game, buddy. Just like me. We're both bad. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's a video game at the end of the day. But just because you're dog shit, just like me, because I'm dog shit, doesn't mean that your bot lobby is definitive proof, universally, that there is no skill-based matchmaking. And if you cannot comprehend that fact, please return to 8th grade.
Yeah, so is that you think that's the mentality of people who say there is no skill-based matchmaking? Is they're just getting easy lobbies and they don't want to cope with the fact that they're doing well against bad players?
That's the possible thing, because anyone that plays with anyone that's good, like I am ass. If I was to play this game just straight, like if I never played it multiplayer with you and I just played it like single player, I probably wouldn't realize there's skill-based matchmaking.
Right.
I wouldn't be so definitive of it. But if I also had a complex about the so let me rephrase that. If I played it like that, I would be like, I don't know if there's skill-based matchmaking, but I wouldn't be definitive about it. The only thing that would make me definitive about it would be if I then had a complex about not like oh my god, what if I'm bad at the game? What if that's why I don't know? That's what would make, that's the only feasible way that someone would defend this, unless they have some type of insider information that they want to share from the fucking devs. And I know that's not the case with literally anybody, especially not someone that leaves one comment that's less than like a sentence long on a random obscure YouTube channel. Like, it's just, you don't have the insider, there's no other reason for you to be saying this, unless you're just like trying to be contrarian for the sake of being an ass. That's the other option, but I'm trying to give people at least a little more benefit of doubt than that. But,
Yeah.
like, it's just gotta be that, like, they're ass.
Okay. I'm gonna read the next one.
Yeah, fair.
Freckle Kane. Stingers are literally worthless on most maps. I don't know what this guy is talking about. I just kept RPGs on everything because stingers are actually worthless. The whole below radar mechanic is stupid, and if they removed it, helicopters would take less RPGs because people would actually try to use stingers. And I liked reading this comment because I liked thinking about this comment. This was like days ago.
I'm booting up my my account so I can dislike this comment and ratio this guy with you.
That's crazy. No, so okay, here's the thing. So I don't think stingers are that strong. I actually don't think they're that strong. What I said was stingers should not have an infinite vertical ceiling. That's all I said. Nothing should have an infinite vertical ceiling. If you fly your jet at the top of the map, you'll never be out of range of it. There's no safety. Like, this is a handheld engineer-equipped weapon. This isn't some mounted turret. It's not a vehicle. Like, that is not right, that every player in the lobby can be carrying this, and then it has an infinite vertical ceiling. That means you can cover all airspace in a map, especially because maps are so small, including the airspace. So that is just bad game design. So stingers should not have infinite range. That's all I said. I don't like that they one-shot, but I also think that... I mean, sometimes they don't. Like, that's pretty on par with normal Battlefield of, like, doing almost all the damage, getting you critical damage. Like, that's okay. Here's what's annoying about the Stingers, and I know you don't agree with this personally, but I have to say, as someone that's played a lot of all the Battlefields, I know what I'm talking about. All lock-on air missiles are too quick. Actually, you said that about you didn't like how long it took to lock on ground vehicles as the attack helicopter, but I mean, you probably feel the same way. It's way too fast in this game. You lock on to vehicles, I think it's 1.5 seconds total to lock onto a vehicle, which is way too quick. Like, it used to be like boop 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 beep. It was like a full 3 seconds. It's probably been halved by the time. Also in 4, you had the electromagnetic countermeasure smoke or whatever it was called, which was way more effective than flares. It was a direct upgrade to flares. It lasted way longer. It was more effective. This game, when you puff out flares, it just goes puff puff puff. Flares are all out. In Battlefield 4, even though the EMC smoke or whatever it's called is better, flares would go puff puff puff, and then you'd get a few extra like puff puff puff, and so it was like a longer time. I don't want to complain about air vehicles all day, but the short and sweet story is they didn't think about it hard enough. They just didn't put enough time into designing them. I think there's a reason we didn't even see both kinds of jets in the beta, and that's because they didn't even have it ready until the game launched. I think they really did that stuff last minute. I think they had the models ready. I just don't think they had the actual like mechanics. That's why we still don't have loadouts for those jets. This is like last minute tacked on content. Like, they did not work on this stuff long enough. So it's a lot of my frustration with that air stuff is that they didn't put time into thinking about it because they didn't put time into making it in the first place. That's why we had no airspace. That's why when vehicles would fly out of airspace, they only had 5 seconds to get back as like helicopters. Like, they just didn't work on that. Like, that's why it's so sucky. Moving on. You don't know what I'm talking about. That's because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just kept RPG and everything. I'm not saying that I use Stingers because they're good. I also use RPGs and anything. If I see a helicopter, I'll just shoot it from 200 meters away with an RPG. It's easy to do. It's too easy to do. I would say Stingers are kind of worthless because RPGs are so much more effective against everything. The whole blow radar mechanic is stupid, and if they removed it, helicopters would take less RPGs because people would actually try to use Stingers. That is factually incorrect. I actually think it would get worse because the reason you fly below radar is to avoid detection, right? Obviously, you don't want to be locked onto. But you have okay, if they remove that, do you think people will be flying up in the sky now? No, because they need to fly low to get to cover, so that way they're not locked onto anyways. They need to block the line of sight. And most of these maps don't have enough buildings, they don't have enough mountains, they don't have enough cover for helicopters or jets to get out of the way. That's what sucks so bad. That's why, for some ungodly reason, Liberation Peak is like the best air vehicle map, because there's actually mountains on that one, so you can fly past them. Like, no other map has that. Every map is like an empty valley compared to that. Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, what if they did remove below radar? Well, people would still have to fly low because there's no cover on the maps for air vehicles, so it wouldn't work. That's all it would do.
Yeah, I also, side note, that's the fallacy called affirming the consequence, which is saying if this is true, then this will therefore immediately be true as a result, and when you're just fucking dead wrong about it. So that's a fallacy.
Get English majored.
Get fallacied.
Hell yeah. No, but I like the thought experiment of thinking about, well, what would happen? And I was like, it would get worse. Cool.
No, see, that's the thing. I like the thought experiment too. And if they said, I wonder what would happen,
right,
or I wonder if this would happen, that's a thought experiment. But saying it definitively, I do not like people that act like they know something when they don't. I think that's why there's so much misinformation nowadays, is because people will say the most confident, like say the most incorrect things so confidently. It's not. I don't know when it happened that people started thinking that it's not okay to say I don't know as an answer. Like,
yeah,
I don't know a lot of things, but I know that.
Yeah.
But when you think you know something that you don't, and you say it as fact, and you don't even present the possibility that you could be incorrect, I cannot stand that. And you deserve to be shamed for it.
I hope I'm being more confident in this video than I think I am, because I feel like sometimes I will say stuff that I'm pretty confident about, and then say I don't know, but like I will like that, just like kind of like anxiety, like impulsively just say that before anything, like as a lack of confidence. When it comes to Battlefield, I know what I'm talking about. Like, I just do. I've just put in too much of my life into these games to not know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying. And people are like, oh, that's a bad idea. Like, no. I played the old ones. I know that it works in the old games because it worked in the old games. Like, I'm not theory crafting. I'm not. I'm actually saying something I said, and I think someone replied to, was that they changed mechanics in the game. They added new ones. They removed old ones. And it has dire consequences on this one. That's what I'm saying. Is you change things, now things are different. They're worse.
Crazy.
I know.
You change things, now they're different. But yeah, no, I just that's why I don't have any like need to hold back for these kinds of kinds of comments, because it's just like you could just you could just word it differently and it'd be fine.
Here's the thing.
You,
Another thing about Stingers too: balance. Battlefield doesn't need to do crazy perfect balancing, but it also needs to not be completely broken. If you have a lock-on rocket launcher, it should be less effective than a free fire rocket launcher. That's my opinion, because it's easier to fire a lock-on launcher at someone when all I have to do is look at its general direction rather than actually line up the shot. That's just my argument. That's just general balance idea. And it doesn't even have to be by a lot of damage because they're all rocket launchers, right? Like it would still be decent no matter what. But that's just my general thought is if all you have to do is look in the general vicinity of the vehicle rather than hit it as it's moving or something, maybe it should do less damage just as a point of balance for effort, right?
I hate Bob Saget 1989. A few new good maps will improve the game significantly. Eastwood, the latest map, is great. Despite its imperfections, I'm loving it. And I'm an OG fan. I've played almost every game since 1942.
That's crazy.
I know you want to respond to that.
Yeah.
I gotta read the next one. Ace Bedifka 5582 said, "Stevie Wonder, is it you?" Eastwood is by far the worst Battlefield map ever. Never seen such uninspirational, boring map design. Anyway, now you can get
I don't want to flame you for saying that you like the map. What makes that map good? Because I just genuinely do not like it, and I've played a lot of the older. I haven't played 1942. I'm not that OG of a fan, but I don't like this map either. It's better than oil fields once again, but it's really low bar. I mean, you said despite its imperfections. Maybe I'm just like stuck on that part. I'm stuck on the imperfections.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and actually, I changed my mind. I'm getting caught up in the being mean to mean comments. This guy's actually being perfectly nice.
Yeah, he's just dropping his.
Sorry, I saw red when I saw I hate Bob Saget, so that's that.
Yeah, well, you responded to hate with more hate is what happened there.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, this is honestly very reasonably worded, and it's like, yeah, it's got imperfections, but the
yeah, there's nothing wrong with like that. I just personally don't, and
yeah,
I'm not
there's nothing-
like
there's nothing wrong
I'm
with
here to tell some people they're wrong, but your opinion of liking maps, I'm not here to say
not
is
wrong.
I don't care. Like that's not the part that bothers me. Fighting over which maps are the best sounds like a good thing. It doesn't sound like
Yeah.
if that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about the fact that like anti-air tanks are poorly designed still, and they always have been in Battlefield. Like then we're on another issue.
Continuing on, I hate Bob Saget replies to the last comment, the Stevie Wonder comment. I'm not saying it's some amazing map, but compared to some of the shitty maps that came with the game, at least it's something different. I'm really hoping they bring back some of the big carrier maps from Battlefield 2. So yeah, all reasonable takes. My apologies, Bob Saget hater. You've got, this is an understandable comment. This is good.
Yeah, no, totally valid. And I also said it earlier, say it again, would love aircraft carrier maps. I feel like it's a huge staple of Battlefield, and I feel like it's a really major part of the experience of playing a lot of Battlefield maps. Like, it's just something you associate when you think about Battlefield with Battlefield. And I just am disappointed because the attack on New York City has an aircraft carrier in the river. It's not in the game, though. So, going back to the misleading information thing, like, why would you put an aircraft carrier, which is normally a normal part of the maps, in the concept art and then not putting it? Also, Battlefield 4 campaign completely takes place, a lot of it takes place on an aircraft carrier, which is awesome. And who can forget the Battlefield 3 mission where you're flying, you're not flying, you're like the gunner in an attack jet, and you take off on the aircraft carrier. You want to read the next one?
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Horde again?
Dragon Horde, a friend from earlier, said, the heli ceiling on that map, well, it's bad when guys think that mediocre maps are big and good maps. God help us.
Yeah, okay. I'm not here to once again, not here to fight people that say that the new map or Eastwood is good or bad. But I agree that like the bar has been lowered, so I get your frustration at people calling the new map good because I don't think it's good either. So like I get that frustration. It is also kind of like it's kind of big, but only compared to maps from this game. It's not big compared to actual Battlefield games.
Yeah.
And something I said in the video too was like, can they even make real big maps because they scaled down the gunplay so all assault rifles have like no range. Their damage drop off is like after like 20 meters and they're doing less damage or even less than that on some of them. So it's like they made it so arcadey and COD like that. I don't know if big maps would even work for most guns.
Dominic Schonenberg 6486 says, Eastwood sucks. I mostly played heli on that map, and it is just bad. I really don't care to experience the map in other aspects, since that one aspect is already enough to say my conclusion. I will say one of this is the one devil's advocate moment of the video. I will say that isn't quite a fair way to assess things, and I say that as someone that only likes vehicle maps. Like, I can say which one I like the least, but you can I like, for example, Battlefield 1. My least favorite map is Argonne Forest, but that's not the worst map in the game by far.
Yeah, no, I feel similar. Not that specifically with Argonne Forest, but yeah, and I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's just like, sure, if you don't like this one thing because that you only care about the one aspect, then yeah, that's fair to say it's your least favorite. But it's not fair to say that it's bad, because you aren't even experiencing it in the other ways,
Right.
and the other ways could be great.
And if you're still watching, one, you're a madman because we're so far into this video, and two,
Yeah,
please comment what you actually like about Eastwood. And I'm not here to flame you for it. I just want to know because I am not a fan of the map myself, and I've tried different aspects of it, other than just vehicles, and I'm just not seeing it. That's all. I'm curious.
If I want to flame you for it, I'll do it on my personal.
Yeah, he'll do it. I can't say he won't flame you for it, but
Yeah,
I will say I won't.
I won't
flame
do it on the channel. I won't do it on the channel account. That way we can. There's an extinguishing.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Well, I don't want to bully people with the channel account. I mean, I guess I have debated people in some comments of my shorts or whatever, but like it's a YouTube short, whatever.
No, that's fine. Yeah. I probably wouldn't bully people in the comments, but I'll bully them in a video.
And then Dodo Dog 6 said, "Man, you love this game. It's your favorite game. And it's your favorite Battlefield. You play it every day, every chance you get. It's the only game in your library. You give it a 10 out of 10 and you call this game your daddy. You're feeling very sleepy."
Yeah.
I think he's hypnotizing me is what's happening.
I think that's like the only. That's the honestly. I didn't think of it that way, but that makes more sense than how I was reading.
That
it,
is the
honestly.
only way I can even think about what he's saying. I think he's trying to hypnotize me.
That's honestly a good theory. It's possible. Albi6436, you're really wrong in many ways. Campaign never was the heart of Battlefield in the first place. I only agree that maps need to be bigger. How
Okay.
insightful.
Okay, so I'm actually really excited about this one because I'm about to play a bunch of clips of the campaign from multiple Battlefield campaigns to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, stack up.
They said not to wait up.
So you reckon that the rainbow sprinkles are the way forward with the donut?
Absolutely, because then you get the different textures between soft donuts.
Could you two
and
get your
crunchy
asses over
sprinkles.
here right now?
Did you lose something, Sarge?
You drop something, Sergeant?
This is supposed to be a stealth mission.
Why?
Ah, never mind. You're here now. I need you to breach that door.
Oh, charades! I know this. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Hang on,
is
hang
it
on.
musical?
No, it's gotta
No?
be,
Is it-
it's a book. No.
Okay, sign language 101. This means stay low. This means stack up. And this means I'm gonna put your lights out if you don't shut up.
Stack up. No, I'm pretty sure that means one syllable.
Ah, just shut up. Breach that door.
Okay.
Black now! There's the sniper! Okay. Across the street, 50 meters midway up. He's dug into a spider hole. I got AT. Give it to Black. Shit, cover's getting ropey. I'll cover you, and you hit him. Clear your back blast. Stand by! 3, 2, 1, suppress it! Good effect on target.
Get in here now! The building's unstable!
Holy shit.
You okay, man? Pack inside the Hawkins and the rest of the crew?
No one survived that.
Get Dunn away from the wreckage.
I can't. He's buried.
Try. I'm over here digging up wrecker.
My leg. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Jesus Christ, his leg looks like pop sausage.
You're gonna be fine, Dunn. You're gonna be okay, man. We're gonna get you out.
Pack the fuel.
Yeah, I know.
Stop. Wrecker, cover me. Get out now. Get out.
Please, I'll help you.
No, please. No, you have to get out of here. It's not safe. Fucking civilians.
Rucker, I need your knife. Before Staff Sergeant. Gotta cut the leg. Gotta do what? Rucker, come here.
Get over there, Wrecker. I got this. Go.
Rucker, I need your help. A wolf stuck in a trap will chew off its own leg to survive. Come on. The bone's powder, just flesh and uniform keeping me here.
We push. Every once in a while, we push hard enough that the light breaks through the clouds and a world beyond the war glimmers. Behind every gun sight is a human being. We are those people.
Promise me that you'll get me back in one piece. Okay, I promise.
Come on.
You may find you're out there all alone. You know that.
You can never stop the progress of machines.
If history only remembers 1 in 1,000 of us, then that future will be filled with stories of who we were and what we did. But until that day comes, we will stand. We will look death in the eye, and we will fight.
Battlefield campaigns slapped. They were cool, they were fun, they were aesthetically pleasing, and all I said was that they were the heart of Battlefield because if you can't succeed in telling a cohesive story for the campaign, then your multiplayer is probably not going to be that interesting either, right? Like if you don't have a good direction for the game in general, it's going to affect the multiplayer. That was what I meant by that. But because you said it's not the heart, I'm going to show you what the heart looks like of a story. Stories are the heart. Like stories are like human history, right? Like stories are what define us as a species.
Narratives are the entire concept of like storytelling is one of the oldest forms of art.
Yeah, I think it's the heart of Battlefield. I'll say I'm not saying that I play the campaigns on repeat 24/7 and that like I play them more than the multiplayer. Like the multiplayer part is the replayable part. Don't get me wrong. But this, if you can't deliver a good story, like they gave us a 5-hour campaign for a $70 game. That's literally what COD's been doing for years now. They've been giving us tiny short campaigns that don't tell a story. They end too quickly. They go nowhere. And then you're playing the multiplayer. Like Battlefield 4 campaign left an impression on me. Battlefield 1 did a good job, but they did differently, obviously, because they did the short stories. But it was still good. So I think you're really wrong in many ways, as in everything you're saying. Yes, obviously the maps need to be bigger, but that's such a cold take.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, wow, that's so insightful of you. I'm glad you contributed that to the video. Thanks for wasting our time.
Damn.
That's what I gotta say.
Dominic Johnson 5774.
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, the sledgehammer is perfect for breaking holes in roof for openings. Quite a large hole though.
This isn't an R6 video, but I don't know what he's talking about.
He's literally talking about using a sledgehammer in Battlefield to knock open a hole in a roof for visual. I was probably saying something about the destruction, how it's not dynamic enough.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Once again, okay, now it's playing another clip time. This is what the finals looks like.
Alright, I'm respawning.
They're stealing.
Yep.
You got it.
Didn't do shit.
Why doesn't Battlefield 6 look like that? Because all the X-Diet devs are making that game instead. That's why. So there's your answer. That's what this looks like. That's what this looks like.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that.
Look at me. Now look at you. Now look at me.
Now look at you. Now look back at me.
Like the sledgehammer. It's Old Spice commercial.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but like the sledgehammer is a fun idea. It's cool. That's not. I don't have a problem with that. It's just that when I'm talking about like dynamic destruction, I mean specifically that like you're like, oh my god, what is happening? Where this is like, oh cool, you know, like it's just such a minor thing now. It used to just be like it was just a core part of Battlefield, and I feel like it's been watered down to a point where it's just not interesting to me anymore.
I think you've been reading a lot of the negative ones. I think you should read the other two from Dominic.
Okay, yeah. And then you said you agree. I'm not a Battlefield player. I completely agree. To make this video, I would have it so obvious and simple. Most of these actually, I'll do a checklist and come back a few weeks to see how mine matches up.
If you didn't do a video, he would make a video. But now he's saying, actually, wait, I am gonna go make a video.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, neat.
But that's all of that, and I'm glad we did that.
Yeah. In conclusion, a lot of you are just bad at the game, and I say that as someone who's probably worse than all of you.
I want to end on a conclusion. I feel like I've reiterated a lot of things already.
In conclusion, this game is just becoming Call of Duty. DICE devs need to get their act together. Go play Arc Raiders.
Sure, yeah, that's good enough for me.
Sound like works out. Alright, welcome back for a surprise bonus episode. We stopped the recording and started up again. You didn't see that because of the magic of editing. Because Jesse's so cracked. But I'm announcing it because I want to. At Toneboy ONYT says, keep making shit takes like this, you'll never get to 200 subs. My brother in Christ, this video is performing so fucking well for our channel.
Yeah, that's not the insult you think it is. It's actually kind of like a point of pride. I've been making videos for like, it's almost been 5 years. Nobody watched their videos. Nobody does. Yeah. This is one of the only videos that people have actually watched at all. So like
we had comments to respond to. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and you're one of them. Like you're just helping us. And more people are seeing the video because of your comment.
Yeah, thank you for the interaction, the engagement. Shout out to Toneboy for supporting the channel. I'm glad you like our content. Comments like this is what keeps us going and keeps new people coming in. So keep up the good work. Thank you.
Enigmal fidelity. I was noticed.
You okay?
Well, enigma is a weird word. Okay.
Yeah.
317 hours includes lobby time and minimalized lobby time. I have a ridiculous amount right now, and I definitely haven't played that much. Thanks for acknowledging my comment and my critiques. As soon as I saw my wall of text appear, I was afraid you were about to roast me bad. Thank you. Quite the opposite. Yeah, I feel like it's someone who's gonna... Okay, I don't know if this is gonna stay true, but I feel like someone who says more is gonna... I'm gonna care more about their opinion if they, like, write a page of a book.
That's fair. That does not apply for me, actually.
Well, it depends what they're saying, of course, but, like, I think someone who puts that much time into a comment is gonna have, like, put thought into it rather than one line of, like, you're bad, skill-based matchmaking isn't even an existing thing and never has been.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, 317... Also, if someone has 317 hours, I'm probably going to want to listen to what they have to say about the game at that point, too.
Exactly. That would have made me... Yeah, that makes me listen to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Thankfully, I wasn't in that one, so you...
Did you get roasted by him?
You get roasted. I know. I remember looking for this guy's comment after I read this one and being like, oh, okay, actually, no, that's a pretty reasonable take.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Okay. At PR Swagster99 says, the substitutes you guys use for acronyms like SBMM cracked me up in the video. I genuinely gave the game an honest try of over 50 hours with almost everything the game offers. I'm kind of disappointed. There are updates coming, but they seem like they'd have to be substantial, like map restructuring, vehicle reworks, and much more. Regardless, this video shows a lot of people are keen and picked up on these details. All your points to add to the comments were very insightful too. The point of the map feeling is that they never made with concept art first, but instead with some kind of AI-generated pre-built structures in mind was spot on.
Well, thank you for that as well. Yeah, like that was what I was saying too, the map restructuring, like they need to rework the existing maps, so people need to stop saying they need more maps. Like, sure they do, but like let's fix what's already there because it's already not working. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like the idea of, like you were saying, monkey with a typewriter, but I just want what's already there to just work. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a completely understandable thing. I think Monkey with a Typewriter is a solution. It's not the best solution.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably the one we're gonna get. So.
Yeah, well, eventually, eventually.
I'm kind of baffled by like the thought process of like people who are specifically coming in with the mindset of like, or like a experience in Battlefield and thinking like, oh, they need more maps. Like, no one was complaining about needing new maps after a Battlefield launch this quickly for like any other Battlefield. Maybe 2042, probably 5, but like that's it.
Yeah, they had maps they liked.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't get bored of the base maps in Battlefield 4 or 1. And you want to read the last one too?
S4FA2I says, when there's too much lag, I leave and play another server. The game is way more fast-paced, which IDK, I love it. You have to have good teamwork with the vehicles, so finding people who work with me is more of the frustration and the challenge I'm dealing with. His username on PS5, if anyone's experiencing the same, he put a 3 in the experiencing, which is interesting. And then the other one, I'm just going to say, is attached to this. And yes, the attachment thing, but yeah, the touch grass comment is enough said. The vehicles aren't great, even taking them out, but at the same time I have videos of me taking them out with a welding torch C4 ECT, but STC. But I love how much easier it is to fly the helicopters. Number 5, the jets so much, but yeah, IDK, the launcher's definitely not as good as they were in the last mod. And this last mod, this isn't a mod, so what is this man saying?
This guy's a little high on shrooms right now.
Yeah, I don't think, I think this is an AI generated comment.
I don't know. Okay, so let's break this down. Wait, where does it start? Where's the first one?
Yeah, you tell me.
Okay.
But it's.
I guess the and yes is actually the start.
Oh, you
right?
think?
Or no,
because
it wouldn't be. It would be the other way around. It'd be the other way.
Yeah.
Well, no, I sorted by new, but then I realized it was bottom to top, not top to bottom, which obviously makes sense. Okay, when there's too much lag, I leave and play another server. Well, okay, I don't know why that has to be mentioned. That's kind of if that's true for a game. I mean, I guess that wouldn't happen if you were in a server, like a dedicated server system where you knew you were in the correct region.
Yeah.
But still, it can happen occasionally. It's fast paced, which you like.
Cool.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, like they should. Okay, if they want to cater to like more general audience and they want fast-paced stuff, that's okay to have game modes that work that way, but like that doesn't mean you should rework Conquest into like a meat grinder. You don't have to have good teamwork in vehicles though. It's just because it's fast-paced, because it's such a mess. And like if a vehicle gets destroyed, it's not a huge deal because they respawn so quickly. It's all very arcadey, which kind of takes the importance of good teamwork and stuff out of it. So finding people to work with me is more of the frustration and the challenge I'm dealing with. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, teamwork is nice. If you like, it probably should take 2 engineers to take down like a tank or something together, which it usually can.
Based on this comment, I imagine the biggest difficulty in finding someone to work with you is communicating what you're trying to do.
Yes, the attachment thing, but yeah, the touch grass. Okay, so you're agreeing with the fact that the attachment system's annoying with the sites, like needing like you have to unlock like 30 sites before you get stuff you want, usually on most guns. And then touch grass. So it's like, oh, I actually have like problems with this game because I played a lot of it, and people's reaction is like, skill issue, touch grass. Like, it's like, okay, but I have like the experience. Don't you want to know what the experience is telling me? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense as a response.
I don't know what he's referring to with the vehicles aren't great. You've been taking them out. I've taken out 1 or 2 tanks. Dylan and I talked about this. Welding torching a tank is very effective, and we don't understand why. Like, it's so quick to just destroy a tank with a repair tool.
Yeah.
C4, I mean, yeah, that's supposed to work that way. Yeah. It's pretty normal for 3 C4 to blow up a tank. Although sometimes it doesn't if they have armor. It'll have to be 4, and you only carry 3. Unless you get ammo, and then you can have 4 at once, I think. You love how much easier it is to fly helicopters, but the launchers are not as good as they were in the last mod. Okay, I don't know what mods are, but yeah, I think that there's a general consensus that helicopters are harder to fly, but it's interesting that you are better at it now. It's neat, I think. Launchers, I don't know what you're saying.
They're not as good as they were in the last mod. I don't think you're supposed to be able to mod multiplayer. I think, is this guy a cheater?
I don't think so. He says he's playing on PS5 anyway, so probably not.
Oh yeah. Weird. Very strange.
Launchers are better in the last cheating mod.
Well, that was commenting on your comments on the commenting on your comments video, and we commented on those comments that you commented on the comment video. So get commented on.
Yeah, if you'd like to comment to that, feel free to do that, and then we might comment on that one.
Yeah, please leave a comment below, and who knows? There's a very possible chance that we comment on your comment on our comments on the commenting video on your the commenting video.
Could be.
And there we go.